Welcome there, traveller. Please, take a seat, grab a drink, and enjoy the Sunday session.
Really weird druid stuff.
It controlled the.
You didn't touch it. That's right. You never touched it at all. You
Yeah,
were afraid of using it.
I made a point of not touching it and waiting until I can convince some random commoner to try and use it for me.
I have vague memories of us all sitting around going, "Go on, do it."
Yeah, we definitely did that. We definitely did that.
And you eventually did it, didn't you?
No.
Oh. Maybe you just did it in my head.
No, it's in a locked chest in my caravan.
Because you're a coward.
No.
And we're in character.
And because he's made deals with dark gods before and he doesn't want to accidentally make a deal.
Deal or no deal. Pick a case.
Fuck off.
But the more important question is what's going on with our good friend Wahyu?
Well, there is that as well. It's in this time.
That's right, you haven't even met us yet.
Yeah.
I'm leading this whole rich life you don't know anything about. I
Very
got
much so.
brunches on, I'm meeting people, I got my sewing class.
We might jump
Gotta
in
check out
with
his
you to start off
mixtape.
with, because I think the next bit that you guys will be doing, we'll be travelling back to Crexus, unless you have any other.
Were we not
Plans?
going for the gem thing?
I don't think we had a good lead on that. They just said they'd been attacked by...
I thought they had a camp. Like, there was a...
Because
there were 2 gems missing, and
two
we
gems
knew the
missing.
location of one of them, didn't we?
Sorry, what are the gems?
What the people told us is that they had... The way they grew shit in this cursed land is they had magical gems buried in the
There were
fields.
3 of them.
Go.
And
Or was
they've
it
been...
4?
There was 3.
Yeah.
And they've been stolen by various things over the last few months. Recently, the last one was stolen, and that's the part of that thing.
What?
But for what it's worth, right now, I think Rin is like, we should before we are distracted further, we should take this cart back to Crab.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
That's it. The sort of the lead that you guys had.
Yeah.
So we'll have you guys travelling back to Crex. We'll jump straight in with Wahyu, since Wahyu was absent last session.
Yep.
You were in the
Where do we
mansion.
last?
The last thing that happened was Mordenkainen's condition came to an end, and the whole mansion sort of shifted, became more lively, a lot more ornate, and he became a lot more
Dickish.
dickish, or
The
dark.
rose reformed and the candlestick turned back into a French guy, but the beast is still a dick.
Yeah, that was actually the conclusion of that movie.
Hmm?
No. But yeah, so
I didn't
you-
see the Emma Roberts one, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
Watson.
What's in? I don't watch TV.
Like, did she get married?
What's part of it? It's not good.
I can't imagine.
It's on Netflix. I fast forwarded through to the bit because I wanted to see the Gaston song, and that's all I watched in that movie.
Yeah, fair.
Was it just as good?
No,
Oh.
it was weird.
I'm going to live long enough to see them try to do a live action Moana, and I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
You're gonna consider the coconut, and you're gonna jam it up their ass.
One man protest.
And the thing is, it'll still be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing the lead.
What if Lin
That is the most federal part of that.
And he'll still look exactly the same.
Yeah, I know, because that guy doesn't fucking age. Anyway,
He just gets bigger.
Yeah, it's just more bulky. Yeah.
Eventually, he'll consume us all.
I have to send you a huge quest.
all right. So you're in the mansion. Mordenkainen has basically sequestered himself to his bedroom, and you can just sort of hear, sort of like not ranting. Gross.
Of course, he's playing.
Arcane masturbation.
He's playing.
Wait, I've got something for this.
Mage hand.
He's in there. He's playing fantasy Linkin Park.
He's practicing his cantrips.
Yes.
No,
We're gross. All of us are gross. Yelling at himself and just having one of those angry conversations to himself.
So he's listening to Linkin Park.
And you're out.
He's
in the
crawling
main-
in his skin. His
yeah.
wounds just will not heal.
I do that time already. And that's the recording. Thanks for coming, guys. But yeah.
Short game today. Short game.
What have we done?
Fucking compelled to knock on the door, honey. Your dad and I love you. I just want you to know that, okay? You come out when you're ready. You come out when you're ready.
But yeah, you're in the main hallway. You can see the servants sort of going this way and the other. The head butler is sort of standing in the front of the master bedroom with his back to the door, just sort of standing there.
Cool. All right. Something I want to do, and I don't know if this is worth playing out because we all know how it's going to wind up, is that YU is going to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
All of the way out of here. He is going to bend his not inconsiderable powers towards getting away.
Without the front door.
Well, to a different plane of reality.
Oh, right. What were you planning to try and do? How are you planning to try and do that?
Magic! I'm glad you asked, my friend. A magic spell I shall cast.
He's just going to yell.
Which
very
is?
hard.
Well, I don't know.
I thought you had a plan here.
I mean, look. Here is the thing. Like, I know. I, as a player, know. I'm not getting out of Dodge. There is a big, foggy thing preventing me from leaving the vicinity. I want to get that as in-game knowledge.
You had like
in
Dimension
Wednesday.
Gate, right?
Yeah, Dimension Door.
Dimension Door?
Yep. I was thinking a combination of that and just going through the libraries, trying to come up with like an interplanar teleportation, and then when that fails, or if it fails, who the fuck knows? You tell the story here. Then just try for like distance.
Okay.
Trying to get to somewhere where there is some sort of college of wizards, trying to get the information back. The idea that Mordecai is here and alive,
Yep.
that information needs to get to very important people right the fuck away.
Yep.
That is the primary thing going on here.
Right.
This is where you end up on Discord.
Land in 4X.
So,
Man, if that's the way that this thing breaks bad, I'm in. I'm in for that.
Oh man, I so totally want to release a Discworld module.
I'm sure someone's done a homebrew.
Yeah, they've done homebrews, but they've never done an official module.
There's probably a GURPS for it. There's GURPS for everything.
Definitely will.
Yeah, but GURPS is GURPS.
There's no arguing that.
That is a factual statement.
Yeah. Possibly the only factual statement in the entire universe.
GURPS is not a ham sandwich. GURPS is GURPS.
Although you can get a
No,
ham
GURPS
sandwich module.
Yeah, GURPS could have a ham sandwich.
They're not wrong.
You got to roll 2d6 to see if you eat it, though.
What's the fail condition?
You poke yourself in the eye with it.
With a ham sandwich?
Wait, no. You choked on it. Like Mama Cat.
So Mama Cass died. Snake eyes! Ah, shit.
Okay, so
What
that
are we doing
aside.
Dungeons
So-
and Dragons.
here? Cool, love that.
So
game.
you're searching through what various rooms, trying to find back to the way back to the library or some.
Yep. Pretty much. The library that we were in with the comfy chairs and the whiskey seems like a solid bet.
Yep.
So step one is trying to find the way back there.
Yep. So heading through to the door that you believe you came out of for that one there. Can you roll me a percentile?
Ooh.
What?
The combination of the two d10s. If you got that combination.
D100.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 twice.
Well, that's 2 60s, so
66.
66. All right. I was going to say that top third was going to be this one anyway. So all right, we'll call it that.
Hey.
Right on the money.
what else
yeah.
can I do for you?
So walking through the that door, you open back up into that open room with the two chairs, fireplace, and bookshelves just lining all the walls, stacks going up pillars and so forth.
Okay. So look, I'm going to say at this point, like, dude can find a book in a library.
Mm-hmm.
He is like, fuck that Dewey Decimal nonsense. Why you can find a book in a library.
Yep.
So he is gunning for anything portal, interdimensional, long distance travel related.
Yep.
Picking about 10 books off the shelf and planting in a plump chair. Is the scotch still there at all?
Full glass.
Love it. All right, we're square.
Okay. Roll intelligence. Basically, for studying through these books.
Natural one, natural one, natural one.
We'll find out what the fail condition on reading a book is.
Paper cuts. So
He
many
just
paper
drinks
cuts.
so much whiskey that he just assumes that he has to drink more to get through.
And then I choke on a ham sandwich. That is a 19 plus 5.
Damn.
That's the other end of the...
Second best I could have done.
It's a good roll.
Okay. So the first book you flick through, there's nothing greatly useful in there. It's talking about different planes and bits and pieces like that, but not so much the transportation between them. The second one you get is one of Mordekainen's own tomes. Like, it's a lot more like a diary rather than a published work. It's noting down his attempts to escape Barovia. It notes down that he's tried several different versions, including trying to create pocket dimensions, and the best he can manage so far is this mansion that you're in currently.
I hadn't realised you were in Barovia. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
I knew you were in a pocket dimension. I didn't realise you were in a pocket dimension in Barovia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the best he can muster is creating a sort of a bubble on the side of this dimension, which is where the mansion exists. He
That
notes
is not heartening. I do not feel heartened by that news.
all the notes he's written down there were before he's planning to get away, and then he's starting to read further on, and he's noting down about how he believes that a being called Strahd is possibly the reason why escape can't be. Like, his own control over this area is sort of keeping Barovia out of sync with the rest of the planar system. And then further on, there are notes about how he's wanting to try and launch an attack along with some of the Barovian folk to take down Strahd. And, well, it's very, very much his own purpose. He wants to get out, but there's the side benefit of helping the folks who he notes about, but that's definitely not his primary purpose.
No, he's a bit of a dick. Okay. How much detail is that? Is the story of his attempt and the defeat and everything? Because I want to know what the story was.
The last entry is leading up to the
Blazer.
leading up to the attack and his plans. That they're going to be marching from the village of Barovia up to the castle and taking him on there. There's no entry up to that point.
Okay. And they was Mordekainen and villagers, essentially. There wasn't anyone else of note.
Not that he's written down. He's mentioned coordinating with the burgomaster of the village of Barovia, try and do this, but
That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
the one that's
The one that we never actually met.
no. Well,
Oh,
you
so-
kind of met him.
well-
he wasn't particularly.
Talkative.
Yeah.
I liked him though.
But yeah, there's no further notes beyond that point. Some of the details on there, he's attempted things. He notes down that he's got his own teleportation circle in the mansion. It's in one of the other rooms.
Yeah.
That he has attempted on several occasions. He's worked out that it is linked to some. Yeah, he's managed to link it to some other circles within the Barovian pocket,
Oh, really?
but can't seem to escape outside of the
Yeah.
bounds of the mist.
All right. That's good enough. So the order. Look, he's going to have to try.
Mm-hmm.
Why would have to try this anyway? So it would be attempting some sort of interplanar travel.
Yep.
If and when that fails, attempting just to get outside of the bounds of Barovia, and then attempting to travel through that portal as much within Barovia
Yep.
as possible.
Okay. Because the mansion is a lot more ornate. You know, it's a lot more substantial than it was before. Getting lost in the corridors is not so much of a thing. It in its previous state, it's more of a reflection of basically the way Mordekainen's head's working at the time.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, there's confusing corners, things don't seem to go where they should be going, and everything seems to always round back to the same point with no sort of conclusions. But now that he is, you know, a bit more of himself, there's a lot more order to the place.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
So, getting around is easier. It still has its odd turns and bits and pieces, but finding where the teleportation circle doesn't take too much. It takes about half an hour to find the room that he's got set out. And as you open up the door, it's like a stone walls around the side, and in the center there is a etched into marble is this, you know, metallic rings of a teleportation circle, somewhat similar to the one you saw in the library in Neverwinter.
Yep. If there is any difference between the two, like, note that down in a notebook.
This one's more artisanal than the one that you found.
The main.
Oh, that's nice.
There are some sort of notes.
You got to support your local portal makers.
There's some notes sort of etched that is sort of not actually part of the circle, but scratched in beside the thing, which sort of correlate with some of the locations that he's managed to establish a link with. He notes one down that one links to the castle, one links to a town that goes by the name of Valaki, and the third one there he's managed to establish a link but hasn't travelled down it yet.
Okay. Take a note of.
Mm-hmm.
Like move aside the goblin face, write it down on a page, put it back.
Lift up the
Also in the room there's a desk
Genealogy.
and a couple of basic rough shells, just with scrolls and bits and pieces scattered across.
Oh, well, yeah.
Investigate if you like.
15 plus something.
15 plus something.
Man, I don't know. I haven't done this in like a month.
Does he look like a wizard? I mean, yeah, actually I can't see it now.
You really could just wear a wizard robe, and I would absolutely believe it.
You know what? On levels, I didn't realize till right now that's what I've been going for this whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, 15 plus lots. That's going to be... where is that on bloody...
Skills?
Skills.
Is it the skills? Pay the bills. 15 plus 8. So that's going to be...
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I said it's a lot. That's kind of my bad.
Mine's like +1 or something. If that, mine would be +0.
Okay.
Mine's +0.
So when it comes to it, how about I do the investigating?
Well, how about you get to join us first, and then you can do the investigating.
Yeah, pull your shit together.
I mean, you guys aren't really selling it with the whole, like, hey, come join our party, it's really great.
Come on.
Okay, so the
That was actually kind of compelling.
the scrolls. There's a couple of ones that are actually written out with the spell of teleportation circle there, so he can sort of quickly and somewhat easily add extra locations to the existing circle. It could also give you the opportunity to activate it as well.
Okay.
Also, can you learn 5th level spells?
I don't think I can yet. For 4th level, I think it's my max.
There are 3 of these scrolls there, if you want to take them.
Yes, I do.
Scrolls and teleportation.
You're just stealing Mordenkainen's shit now.
Can you still copy higher level spells?
Real fine with that.
I think you can. I think the amount of time is based on the level of the spell.
Yeah, but there's
not
no
time
stopping
of
you
the cost.
from doing it.
It's just you won't be able to cast it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
you-
still
you-
useful to have.
You could have a spell book of a much higher level wizard and just like not be able to do anything with it yet.
Yeah, but copying them is the question.
Yes.
Technically, I can cast 5th level spells.
Oh, if that's an option.
Can you?
Because
Like
what
he's
like a ring.
like straight up and down. Like why is never he's never going to use a scroll that will like disintegrate when he uses it. That's just not going to happen. Step 1 is copy the fucking thing down.
that's going to take you some time for a 5th level though.
Yeah.
Yes,
1
that's
5
Fine.
hours.
1 hour and
Fine.
100 gold per level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 hours.
doesn't matter to the point where like even if it was a scroll of fucking free beer and hand jobs, he would still sit down and copy the damn thing
Well,
down.
yeah, of course
anyway.
you would.
Well, yeah, because then you can use it again. All right, that wasn't the best metaphor. I realise that now.
If it was a scroll of summon stink cloud.
Yeah.
Scroll of free beer and hand jobs if you use it in the next 10 minutes.
Scroll of table tennis.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Table tennis.
It just does table tennis.
Yeah.
Does it make you good at table tennis?
Nothing can make you good at table tennis.
You have to be naturally born at it. Like Forrest Gump.
I'm glad you finished with that, with the Forrest Gump thing, rather than where I thought you were going with that.
To be Asian?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. I'm not just cynical as like other people are thinking that as well.
Yeah. So you got three copies of the scroll.
Come on.
You can take one to copy.
So they're all the teleport scroll? Cool. Out of character, what is that teleport?
It's a teleportation circle, so essentially you can make your own teleportation circle at some point. It does take some time.
Yeah.
A year.
Thousands of
Pardon?
It takes a year to create a new teleportation
Seriously?
circle.
Wow.
And it involves every day resketching out the arcane runes and everything around it while going through the spell.
That's going to be a fun D&D game.
Yeah, okay.
When did
So
they
alright.
change that?
Every 2 weeks, like so what's later? It's still making the thing.
Yeah, you can create a permanent teleportation
We're
circle.
gonna
by
go
casting
out and kill this dragon. You come
in
and
the same-
I got to work on my circle,
Yeah.
dudes.
I'm
So-
only
permanent.
22
You can create a permanent
games
total.
into
Okay.
24
Yeah,
required.
okay. But a temporary one is just
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I think temporary, you just do it in one action.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. 'cause-
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
To create like this is what I'm saying, to create your own permanent one.
So basically, I have 2 of these things to use and just burn, and
And
one
one
of
you
them to
can-
like copy into.
Throw in your backpack and copy into your book when you got to spare 5 hours.
Cool. All right, that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Not the castle.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Why not?
Well,
You don't know anything about this Strahd character.
I actually do.
Oh.
I actually know that Mordecai fought this guy and got broken horribly bad.
Yeah, which kind of
so
makes me worried.
Scared.
That, like, we're meant to.
Yeah.
Like.
That
follow
doesn't.
this.
You think Eldrick would be frightened?
Oh no, it wouldn't be. No, it makes me.
Oh, you Graham at the table frightened.
Yeah.
puts you in an awkward position of
Yeah, the
like
fact
having
that
to rein in this character that you made, who is doing something that you don't think he should do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
It'd be funny.
Rin has no fear.
Hmm.
He's fine. He's fine. We're gonna go. He's like, we're doing all this right now. Well, eventually we're gonna go kill a vampire. Like, I get that, but we're gonna go kill that vampire eventually. It's gonna be fine, guys.
Yeah, I don't think Ulrich would ever.
Narrator voice.
Yeah.
They didn't kill him.
I've been rewatching Arrested Development, so the narrator voice is just kicking in hard.
Blah 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 blah. That is my favorite thing.
Blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
So what was the cost of copying this thing, the teleport spell, into?
It's like 100 gold an hour per spell level.
So be it.
500 gold and 5 hours.
Here's a question: can you steal 500 gold while you're there?
Does he have 500 gold that he can steal?
Does he have the spell of gold?
Is anything inside this mansion real? That could be.
Whoa!
Are you real?
These questions and more answered next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, not
Da,
next
da, 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 da,
10 episodes time.
da, 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 da.
I unfortunately rewatched that recently.
I'm having fun, right? Are you having fun?
I'm having fun just watching those levels go fucking crazy. And I'm going to have to edit out a very poor rendition of Africa. So, what's the plan? Or if you want to have a think about that, we can jump over to the other guys.
Just teleport somewhere. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
So you got
Just choose somewhere random.
Valaki, Castle,
The question mark one sounds like
Other.
a good plan.
Other,
Other.
with a little smiley face next to it.
Here's
And a little skull face.
here's
and
the
a sad
thing.
face. And a picture of a sock.
Can you multi-hole it for him?
you know that
Oh, I've got
other
multiple
is not the
ones at
castle.
some point.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good point.
The mystery box could have a boat.
All right, answer
Oh,
this
could
one.
be.
Answer this
Well, no,
one.
it could just be the second castle portal. Like, it's next to the other one.
Why do you have two? Because I've on two.
Your
Like
question.
above it, so you drop down.
I don't hate you.
All right, answer your own question there, Mr. God. Is anything in this place
Mr. God.
real? Because I'm fairly certain.
Thinking of my father.
I was going to do the same. I was even doing the same pose as you at the time. Mr. God is my father.
Please, just call me God.
Yeah. What was the question going to be?
Oh, I don't know anymore. That was 20 minutes ago. I got the 5 hours. I got fuck all else to do. The 500 gold is sort of a
The
hard-
$500 is essentially it's the items that are required. You need to get specific inks and papers and everything. The paper you'll probably have blank pages in your. It's $5 worth of materials
All right.
for the transcription.
It's possible that the guy would have all of that in his.
and
That's if you want to
yeah.
spend some time doing that. And
That's
jump
it.
over to these guys while you're.
If that is achievable, if like I go to pick something up and do the magic thing with it, and it just disintegrates into ash, well then that's just fucking whatever. If it's possible to copy the spell into the book, I'm doing that for the next 5 hours.
All right. So we'll have you doing that for a little bit, trying to scrounge up the materials.
Yep.
And going from that. I'll jump over to these guys.
Meanwhile, in a separate location,
Meanwhile, on the other side of the universe.
So on the map, where is Valakai compared to anything?
there's like a morning's travel to Kret. When we did it before.
Did I remember to bring the main map?
We've only been like doing this one day. We met the same day.
We've been traveling like 2 days.
It's been a full day.
No, like it was. We got to Valaki. We went to Kret, and we were supposed to be able to go to the Wizard of the Vines and back before night.
I thought we rested at Kret. Sorry, I thought we rested at Valaki. Or rested at Kret for the night.
We haven't slept.
Mm.
I swear to God, we haven't slept.
Yeah, we've only done one short rest. We haven't done
I
one
don't know the
rest.
main map.
I do remember that specifically because.
I'll bring it up. So to answer your question, where is
It's gotten kind of weird. I think because it's been spread over a couple of different sessions.
Yeah, it
it's
feels
been-
like it's been a couple days.
No, we only met like
Today.
no,
Yeah,
we met
maybe.
yesterday.
And
That
I think
was-
I met you guys probably a few hours after, or
Because we met that day, and then the next day we set out towards the place.
The camp.
What was your question?
So you were up in the mountains up here somewhere because you were looking down at the valley at a lake, and then you saw a couple of settlements and a castle up to the left. That's the way I described it way back when. Just so you know, sort of player rather than character. Valky's just on the other side of the lake. Kretsk is up here,
and we're south of that.
and Barovia, the village of Barovia, is down this way over here. And where these guys are is essentially that sort of opening over here.
Cool. All right.
All right.
It's about the journey.
Ah,
That was a good game.
journey.
Journey before destination.
Okay.
Life before death.
So you guys are getting back to the walls of Kretsk as the sun is.
So do we just have like have we hitched the other cart like as a trailer onto his cart sort of thing?
What you would want to have done there, you can load it into your own cart, or one of the draft horses was still healthy. You can.
Ride 2 carts. I think considering that the whole guise of that thing was they were letting us in to transport the goods in there, we should probably just load the barrels onto your cart.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. He's going to do that. No, he's going to do that, and he's going to hide the staff in a secret compartment in the cart,
Where is the secret compartment?
probably underneath one of the barrels.
Are we having to pointedly look away while you like leech off some of the wine from the barrels before we get it back there?
No, you don't have to look away. Well, he's doing it anyway.
Cool.
Good answer. Okay, so you start pulling up, and the sun just begins to sort of set and the two guards sort of peer over the edge and is like, and one of them is one of the ones that was there earlier. They're like, "You lot are back. Took your time."
Well, there was a couple of hiccups on the way, but we have your wine.
You hear a bit sort of chattering between the two up on top of the wall, and then you hear footsteps down wooden stairs on the far side, and the other one sort of shouts back over. It's like, "The Lord will be along shortly."
Excellent, thank you.
Excuse me. Will he be bringing the scarecrow as previously discussed?
Scarecrow.
Yeah. Yes. We had quite a conversation about it earlier. Will he be bringing it to the gate for us?
I imagine that he would be. Well, we'll see what happens when he can. It's not my decision to be made.
Very well.
I miss this character.
I don't think that's true. I think you just said a lie. Lying.
About 10 minutes pass and you hear a couple of pairs of footsteps coming back up a set of wooden stairs. You see the peak of a wool hat just sort of one of the guards, and then the more ornate headwear of the Burgomaster. He's, "Gentlemen, have you managed to keep up our side of your side of the bargain here?"
Indeed, we have. Here's your barrels of wine as per discussed.
Your cart is enclosed, is it not?
Yes, he's going to open it and actually show the barrels.
Okay. Good. And he hears you talking. He's like, "The gates will be open in a second. Pull your cart through." The gates sort of creak open and shut pretty quickly behind you. From inside, you see a mist-shrouded village that beyond the wall that's sort of not much more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, to constitute a small forest. To the northeast, grey cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this point of the village. You see the Burgomaster sort of coming down the stairs from the wall and meets you on the inside of the gates. He's like, "All right, gentlemen, we'll if you can bring these up to my premises, we can discuss the trades that we're talking about. Yeah, I understand you're looking for one of our scarecrows."
That is correct. We are following the trail of destiny that has led us here.
Okay.
He does speak the truth, however confusing it may be. Surprised our paladin hasn't said anything.
He's the quiet type.
He is
So to say,
Fair enough.
we got hidden.
So yeah, the
To be
most of the
honest, I actually
town.
forgot why we're at the town.
Yeah, we're looking for the scarecrow.
And you were going to drink wine with it? I got confused there. It wasn't.
No, they
You're
requested.
going to get a scarecrow drunk. That's right.
They wanted wine for us to get into the town.
Part of the prophecy told us of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
Wasn't there mention of scarecrows by the ravens as
the
well?
prophecy said, "I see a garden dusted with snow, watched over by a scarecrow with a sackcloth grin. Look not to the garden, but to the guardian." It is very poetic, and I believe this is the course that destiny points us upon.
Is there much snow in the area?
Mostly, there's like a dusting of snow across most of the trees that are through here. It's sort of just on the snow line of the mountains, and winter is beginning to come in.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't the ravens mention scarecrows or something?
They mentioned that the area you'd be looking for, if you were looking for someone that had snow dusting on it, would be heading towards here. That's what pointed in this direction.
Okay, I have vague memories of them more.
Initially, the Raven told us about this place and that there's snow-dusted gardens with scarecrows. That's why we came here in the first place.
Okay.
The other thing was that the Wizard of the Wines said that part of the attack was scarecrow monster type things, which has the same word in it but doesn't fit the prophecy.
No.
Yeah, you're most of the village is sort of cottages propped up amongst forest, and then there's a wall that sort of runs around the edge. You can see some villagers that are cutting down some of the larger trees and breaking it down into sort of firewood sort of sized blocks. A couple of them have their own sort of small little gardens just for self-sufficient sort of a few plants, carrots and bits and pieces growing in the soil, but not a substantial garden to the point where it requires any scarecrows. But the burgomaster, he sort of, when you were explaining in character, I think.
No, that was in character. Yeah.
You're looking for a scarecrow looking over gardens.
Did I stutter?
Motherfucker.
The Abbey has its own gardens within its grounds. I could suggest you probably check out there.
Would you kindly point the way for us so that we may find this abbey? I believe we are on the trail, gentlemen.
I agree.
He points as you're traveling at the moment. It's just a little bit up to the right. You can see as the hill starts to head up, you can see the shapes of a more religious type set of buildings behind its own smaller set of walls. Up there, that's not my domain. That's looked after by the abbot of the abbey.
Oh.
Wonderful gentleman though. Been here for years.
So we're still like travelling along as we're talking. Alright, cool.
It's not too far up, and he's reached his abode. It's a well appointed place, but not lavish.
This guy's a dwarf, yeah?
No, human.
Oh, okay.
Most of the people.
Where did the dwarf come from? I thought there was a dwarf at some point.
There's been very few non-human human people in the.
You got dwarves on the brain.
Yeah, I do have dwarves on the brain. Narlang is going to be like studying the appearance of this guy.
Yep. He is well dressed, like in multiple layers. He's got some jewelry, but it's not extravagant. It's there to show station more than extravagance. He walks with confidence, sort of someone that has sort of a heritage and a pedigree to him. Like
He's old money.
Yeah, he's old money, but not a lot of old money, and he doesn't try to spend excessively. And looking around the town, there's not a lot of money to be spent.
And he's definitely not two dwarves in an overcoat. That is the one thing you take away from his game. You're like, that's definitely not two dwarves in an overcoat.
But is it one dwarf in a long coat on stilts? That's how.
You got to roll
with the
that.
grabbing things.
Or it could be a kid on a dwarf.
No.
Yeah, lateral thinking. It's not two dwarves, but it could be a dwarf or something else. Who knows? You
A
got to roll
dwarf
for
and a
that.
gnome.
Just a really tiny head on a fucking massive body.
Could be the world's tallest dwarf.
Just
7 foot tall.
just a good average 5 foot, 8 foot dwarf.
Brought up as a dwarf and then further up as a human.
Yeah. You reach his abode and he sort of points to an area towards the back to unload the.
Wait, we're unloading this wine in his house?
Yeah.
Good boozer.
This isn't the fetch quest you thought it was.
I thought it was for the town.
This wasn't like, the town is suffering, please return to us our stuff. This is like, I'm not cool to drive. Can you guys go and get me a 6?
Roll perception, you two, since you're bringing this point up.
Am I not there?
You can.
Shit.
11.
11.
4.
12 plus whatever. Probably 0. So
Sorry, 5.
Okay. What you two notice, or one point don't notice, there doesn't seem to be any sort of inns, taverns, or anything. All the buildings here seem to be homes.
Huh.
There doesn't seem to be sort of like a central, like inn or gathering place or anything like that. The closest you would see to that probably would be the Burgomaster's premises.
Has the Burgomaster told us his name?
I think he did last one, but last
It's
one.
actually Burgermeister, believe it or not.
The people here just call him Big Mac.
Dmitry Kreskov.
I like yours better.
Dimitri.
Please, my station asked for me to be called Lord Dmitri.
Right. Dimitri. No. Lord Dimitri. Have you any inns available?
Oh my, no, we don't have visitors, so we have no need for inns.
Any town halls?
Any meetings? So there's not a big population here. Any meetings for the townfolk, we meet at my premises. At any point that we need to meet with the members of the Abbey, there are places up within the Abbey walls.
I'm figuring, based on the fact, as we established earlier, that this has all been one fucking day, we probably should rest before making a play on the Abbey.
Well, given it's been apparently one day, we started at the thingy what's at camp at midday, so it's probably getting pretty close to night time. It's classified as a cottage rather than even like anything larger than that. So the say
Nothing.
no dumb. It's not a mansion. It's not a large house or anything like that.
You don't have to put on airs, we get it.
After you sort of loaded these barrels into the wine cellar area, you sort of notice out the back there's a bit of space for pig pens and chicken coops. So there is sort of
Somewhere for us to sleep.
Yeah, but it's a pigsty.
In the
and
manger.
there's a small family graveyard at the back, and most of the houses have that you've seen have their own sort of personal plots out the side of their
Quaint. Don't need that.
But he does say, if you need a place to sleep, I have a room. If you guys don't mind, one room between you, or
We can go head to toe, head to toe.
But don't sleep with any of my beautiful daughters.
They're probably all vampires anyway.
who loaded the stuff into the wine cellar?
Him.
I'm probably the strongest.
Roll me perception while you're at the back there as well.
I just had a look. It's -1 on my perception.
Oh boy.
14.
14. When you're coming back up from the wine cellar, you sort of take a glance across towards the family graveyard, and there is one very recent mound. Like it's
Does it have a name or anything?
from a distance you probably can't read it.
Can he
Says
read?
Dimitri on it.
I'll meander over there when I have
Bum,
time, I guess.
bum.
If you
You wander over there and it morphs, and now it's his Ulrich.
It's
You
Halloween. This is the Halloween
We
special.
are-
Oh yeah, we are in the Halloween special.
you see the name on the new headstone there is Ilya Kreskov.
And his last name is Kreskov? I've already forgotten. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Alright. I keep loading.
All right. So yeah, if you guys want to camp for the night, there is a room. Just snuggle, I guess.
But I mean, Alex probably just going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you still need a feat to sleep in your armor?
No.
No, it's just you don't tend to get a very good rest.
Yeah, but I'm looking for a way to do it.
There's no actual rules about it. It's weird like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you can sleep in your armor if you want.
Because it used to be, you had a feat so you could do it.
Yeah.
If there was, I would see my guy having it because he would just not ever get out of his armor. But if
That'd stink after a while.
oh yeah,
You just need to get some magnets mounted on the wall and just sort of hook yourself on it.
I
Time to go to bed. Clunk.
Actually, I wonder how that would work.
With magnets. Magnets, how do they work? How do they work?
Fucking magnets.
If I didn't do it, someone was going to.
I was like half a second behind it.
Now I want to do that. I want to get some magnets, put them on a wall, and make myself a suit of armor.
This seems like there's a couple of missing steps in that whole plan. Like acquiring yourself a suit of armor that happens to be, ferrous and base.
Rin doesn't need a room to sleep in. He just meditates for an amount of time because he's an elf.
Like 4 hours, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, some short amount of time.
Just looking it up, apparently there are currently no rules for sleeping in armor.
Okay.
There are rules for swimming, but yeah, not sleeping.
The rules for swimming in armor. Just don't. What's wrong with you?
You can't. It's just like, you look up the rules and it's like swimming in armor, C, walking on bottom of ocean.
Yeah.
Swimming in armor. C, drowning.
See heavy boots from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. So
Clunk, clunk, clunk,
He just
clunk.
takes them off and floats up. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but he also wears a tunic that lets him breathe water. How does that work?
It's magic. He's still carrying the boots, though.
Yeah, but the boots are magic.
It just... They are!
We've lost focus again. But yeah, okay.
Rin's meditating.
Rin's meditating. You notice it first off that
I noticed that.
every so often that there'll be sort of slight knock on the door, and the burgomaster opens the door up and he greets the villager that's on the other side, and you just hear like a pouring of liquid into it, like a wooden flask, and
They're all getting boozed.
but he talks.
is there any money exchanging hands for this? Or?
You don't hear the sound of any coin. You.
So he's
catch-
keeping his population drunk, basically.
Yeah.
On him.
Good. Yeah,
It's just
sounds like a good guy.
he talks about what their latest stories are, how their their woodworking and their wood collection is going, how they're prepping for the winter. It's basically checking in on the villagers as they visit, and it's actually giving out rations of wine.
Naleg's gonna start seeing dollar signs.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's people who want to get
You know,
boozed
we
up,
need
and he has a
someone-
chest full of booze, as
We
previously
need someone
established.
with an endless flask of booze and mayonnaise. That's what we need.
Mayonnaise!
Okay. So, pop back over to you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I should probably come back over.
No, you got over there.
Hello.
Seriously, just...
So yeah, do your thing for a long rest. You guys are doing a long rest now.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
You have finished transcribing the spell over into your book. What's your plan from there?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. So, 2 teleport scrolls and a spell in a book that I can't use. Yeah, that was a level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
You finished sort of scrolling across the notes into your own spell book, and you hear a gentle knock on the door, and the door creaks open, and it's the butler is like, Master Wai, will you be requiring anything? I believe my services will be unavailable sometimes.
Unavailable, you say? Is this a you're going to sleep thing, or is this a you're going to disappear into some sort of unknowable ether thing?
I believe I won't be around soon, as it will be the staff.
Again, I apologize, not to be pedantic. Are you going to disappear from this plane, or are you going to the pub?
Disappear, I would assume. I don't have memory of my
Disappear
time
from the
away.
plane into a pub plane. Weirdly, though.
Can I come with you?
We're going to the Winchester.
The realm of tits and beer.
In that case, I would ask if you can make up a room and point me to it. I will be stepping out for a minute, but I will be back to take my rest at some point this evening. What time is it, by the way?
From your position, you can't tell. There's not a window.
That was me asking.
Yeah.
Head butler, what time is it?
He.
That's not the voice.
No.
No, that's not the voice at all. What, do you want to try again? Or oh, you good?
Well, he's kind of fat, so
Is he?
what? He's a portly dude.
Okay.
He's a portly dude.
Is he still obsessed with demons and dragons?
amongst other things.
He has
He's also part of
many
the ham
interests.
sandwich, if you want to like rail on that for a minute.
Why would we rail on ham sandwiches for any length of time?
Sometimes a guy gets lonely.
Sometimes it goes.
Mayonnaise.
Yep. I am that.
I got such a horrible look of disappointment from you.
Not you, man. Not you.
Not like this.
Yeah.
You expect it from me.
Asking the butler, he sort of peers back and looks down the hallway and is like, I believe it'll be nearing midnight at this point.
All right. If you could, if you could find your way to making up a bedroom, we'll be stepping out for a few hours. I'll be back before morning.
Shall I tell the master anything?
If he can find his way to Caring, you can tell him exactly that. I've stepped out for a few moments.
The master cares about a good many things. He wouldn't be doing this to himself if he doesn't care about things.
Oh, I imagine he cares. I imagine he cares about many things beyond the ken of both you and I.
So do you want me to pass on a message, or would you like to tell him, or are we going to assume that what you tell him now is not going to matter in the next few hours?
If he rouses before I return...
Oh, he's quite awake. I can't judge after my ham sandwich.
No, you can't.
You've lost all credibility now. You
had
can't
some.
rein this shit in, buddy.
Ruined it.
Yeah, you lost it. Like the substitute teacher that starts crying. Like, it's on now!
Oh, no, you never want
What
to be that
control
substitute
you
teacher.
Don't
have.
show any weakness. Never show weakness as a dungeon master.
Does he sleep? Does your master sleep? Does your master sleep?
Cotton balls do a little bit of a Godfather thing.
During the time...
I never saw that movie. I never saw that movie.
Nailed it. No.
Did I? I never saw that movie.
Chills.
Horror.
Because we're in the air conditioning.
But he's doesn't normally sleep when I'm around, but we're only around for a few hours before he inflicts upon himself again.
Hours? Huh. When... Alright, that was well timed. Awful but funny. When would you expect for
Him to stop inflicting on himself.
for him to like, have a Gatorade and feel ready to inflict upon himself again?
Oh, no, Ryan, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I was.
I never saw the movie.
I am broken at this point. I would say a few hours at best.
In that case, if you speak to him
Master
before...
Wayu, can I ask you why you came here?
You can ask.
Because if you're in search for Master Mordecai, and this is the opportunity you have to actually see him, because outside of when he's does what he does to himself, that's a husk.
And what is the cycle upon which he comes and goes? No.
Don't even do anything.
We're usually only around for about 12 hours at a time, and I have no concept of the amount of time that's passed while we're not here.
Huh. Valid point. In that case, if the master is awake, we need to speak.
And I believe that's a fine choice, sir.
Lead on, MacGuff.
And he takes you down towards the hallway to the more ornate bedroom doors and sort of gently taps and, Master, the guest would like to have a word. And you sort of hear this sort of grumbling from inside. It's like, fine, let him in. The butler sort of pushes the two doors open and sort of waves you in, going into the room that's large four-posted bed.
He's lying there, just an open robe,
Velvet robe.
like a Burt Reynolds poster.
sheet coming up to like just across the hip bone.
Just below the hip bone. Just giving it the slightest peek of bush.
Oh dear.
You're horrible.
All right. Well,
Ah.
now Mordenkainen is Burt Reynolds in my head, so that's
Isn't
that.
that a Hugh Hefner?
I'd rather
It
Burt
was
Reynolds,
always Burt
honestly.
Reynolds in my head. Wasn't even switched together.
He's just a bald Burt Reynolds. Well, a
Yeah.
shaved head Burt Reynolds.
He's like, young Mr. Wayu, what would you like?
Well, what's the room? Where is he?
He's at a writing desk within the room. It's an ornate bedroom, so it's got all the sort of trappings. It's got another couple of large oil paintings of him. That seems to be the only art in the entire place. Is pictures of him
Love
in
it.
different places.
A cheeky one on a summer's day. It's one where it's like all dark and downcast, and he's got his hands in his head like JFK.
Cowboy
There's
hat.
one where he's like slightly holding a rope, and a robe, and he's like,
Fingers to the
The
lips.
cheeky boudoir one.
There's a cubist one where he's all like planes and stuff.
It's like one square eye, one round eye. His goatee is 2 foot off to the side.
I actually met Picasso.
Out with the boy, I've got things to do.
Find a chair somewhere, like drag it as noisily as fucking possible over, plant it down.
This plush carpet, it's like noisily, like
Well, then fucking rattling it as much as possible along the way. Like, dude's making a point here. Slam it down with like a nice soft thump because like it's a thick plush carpet.
Oh, yeah, it's
this is
a
a
nice
well-appointed space.
yeah. End of the day, this is created from his mind, and this is what he wanted. It was a nice room.
Bachelor. Slam the chair down, sit down. What are you scared of?
Is this how you treat all your hosts?
No,
Come in and accuse them of terror?
just the scared ones. I don't know if you know what your legacy is. You're a demigod.
He sort of puffs his chest up a little bit and is like,
You were a demigod. Now you're dead.
here I am, flesh and blood.
Yeah. The coward version thereof.
Oh, you're going to give him the talking down?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, don't meet your heroes. Little tip. Don't meet your heroes. Especially the ones that died in glorious battle against the dark forces of whatever.
What do you know of the dark forces here? You know nothing, little one.
I know that there is a vampire that scared the shit out of who I thought was the height of human power and ability across all realms. It's a vampire.
He's a vampire of significant magical sort of means as well.
I can only imagine
And
to
then-
make the great Mordenkainen shit his bridges.
And then in my pride, my own personal pride, thinking that I could take him on in his own lair.
Yeah, you
It was
couldn't.
folly.
It absolutely was.
I led 100 good men to their death because I was too proud to fight smart.
That's funny. That actually sounds like a lesson learned.
So what would you have me do?
Try again. Stand up. Kick the chair away. Storm out.
Okay. Roll intimidation.
Oh, fuck.
If you have made a scene that requires a roll.
Can I try to roll for?
You got so angry, you have to roll for it.
You also probably have to roll to control bowels.
That was honestly good. Like calling it at that point and like storming out on that. A part of that was like there was some handshaking going on. If I had to stick around and sort of play that out, he would possibly have pissed his pants. Intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's charisma based, right?
It's a
I can't interest you in like at least in animal handling.
Only if Alphonse was there.
Humans are a kind of animal.
You can't lawyer yourself
At least I'm only +0 in animal handling.
How bad is your charisma?
-1.
Negative. Oh, that's fine.
Just do a good roll.
Just roll well.
Cool. Okay.
Just roll a 20, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, is that an option?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just do that then.
This is where he rolls a 1.
12.
It's an 11.
Okay, what was your parting word?
Try again.
Try again.
Like canon, it was that. In my head, it was probably going to be peace. So
you sort of shut the doors behind you, and pause at the other side, and you just hear this heavy sigh.
Oh, pauses, not pause.
While you slightly lose control of your own body.
he has like 7 spells named after him. Oh god.
7, I'm pretty sure there's more than that.
I only know 7 of them.
There's only 7 at the moment.
He kept the good ones for himself.
Okay.
It's beer and blowjob.
Now you hear like a massive sort of like a massive sort of crash sound. If you can roll me a wisdom save.
Ooh. That should be what you're good at.
And now you've just made a shitty roll happen. What happens now is on you.
Please be
Just
one.
don't fuck it up.
Please be
Just
one.
don't
Please
fuck
be
it up.
one. Yay!
What did I tell you? It's a 3.
3.
Don't blame me for you dodgy Alibaba dice.
So,
It's not
with that
Alibaba anymore, it's
fantastic
Aliexpress.
little roll, how do you react to a large sort of crashing sound happening behind you? You are essentially... It's not a spell effect or anything.
You're in the
you
fetal.
are feared.
You're in the fetal position.
How would you react?
You did just tell off the most powerful mage in the world and storm out, and now you're hearing crashing sounds.
That's the image I put forward.
What's nearby? What's sort of in the
Is there a
hallway?
Well, there's you're on the sort of the walkway section that goes in the higher part of that main hall. Ahead of you is the banister that sort of stops you just from falling straight into the next area. Down the lower floor, there's like a 5-tiered water feature, like fountains going off all the places. In the center is a statuesque version of Mordekainen with a wand in one hand, a staff in the other, and there's like water coming out the end of the wand.
There's some great Gatsby shit going on
Yeah,
here.
Great Gatsby meets like Ministry of Magic sort of stuff going on. Yeah,
God, I love it. Oh,
I enjoy describing this setting the most out of anything I've done in D&D. Mordekainen's magnificent mansion has been the most fun.
It's fantastic. It's the worst. In like immediate, I'm imagining like the hallways aren't just empty. There are like paintings or side tables or like a
paintings,
grandfather
and then
clock, something
and
like
then
that.
you have some like there's a lot of busts.
Of course,
Are
there
they of Mordenkainen?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course there are. There is like a pillar with a bust
sitting on top of
like
it, yeah.
right there,
Like a
knock
whole
it over.
hallway, and if you were to go past it fast enough, it would be like animated faces.
Just slowly him like scowling at you. Goes from a smile to a just like glare. I'll let you go the other way.
Yeah.
Then it's a happy story.
No, it also just goes from a...
It's reversed for either side.
yeah.
Yeah. You've got
You do it
yeah,
third time.
clock
Oh,
on one
so you get
side,
your tongue out
bust
now?
on the other
You
side.
you didn't hear that. Like the bust on the left hand side, knock it over in the loudest way possible.
And then draw a dick on it.
Knock it over.
What, try-
I'm matching his tone, bitch.
Oh, okay. You're shit scared at the moment, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
I'm
is the
in
fight
this.
part of the
I
fight
am-
flight situation.
Yeah, I'm committed to this.
He's making bad decisions.
Yep.
He's going to go and find somewhere to hide, though. Like a little cupboard.
He has that room.
Yeah.
I'm going off the wisdom roll. And like, this isn't a good idea, but he thinks it's a good idea.
Oh, shit.
Presumably, he also has the spell of visibility.
Okay. You sort of knock over this bust, and it sort of cracks, and like the head rolls across the thing, and you sort of pause and look towards the set of doors, and you just see Mordekainen sort of out of his bedroom clothes into his actual sort of proper robes. like the full ornate sort of ones.
It's battle royal.
And the doors have just been slammed open to the point where you can see like the hinges that are pinned into the marble are cracked a little bit out of the stone. Like that the noise is how forcefully he blew open the doors.
Fuck yeah.
This is where you realise he's taken a couple of multi-class levels in Barbarian.
Because that's always a great combination, wizard barbarian. It's like,
Yeah.
I rage, fuck, I can't do anything.
Can't even concentrate on spells.
Yeah.
Do you have a theory about how Gandalf was just a level 20 wizard with high intelligence?
I love it when people put D&D stats on.
Oh, it's so
yeah, 'cause
good.
It's always good fun. But yeah, you got Mordecai is sort of his glory, and to the to your right, so his left, you see the butler. There's no standing there. He's like, "Shall I have the staff fix the door, master?" And Mordecai sort of turns over to him and is like, "I don't think that's entirely necessary. I think we can deal with this later."
Doesn't everything in that mansion like come from his whim, essentially whim anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
And he wants a fucking broken door because
Yeah.
he's making a point.
I suppose you have some sort of plan? Because this time I'm not going to lead a bunch of fools to their death. This time, we do things right. We do things smart.
He's going to lead a bunch of intelligent people to their death.
You know what? I think you're right. I think what you were missing was a better class of fool.
And scene.
Alright. Well, I'll probably leave you there at the moment.
That was a robo cut. Thank you for that.
The fantastic cut. Alright. Back to you guys. Morning breaks. The
Better fix it.
I have cancer. Alright. The morning. Yeah, I can't do anything but breaks anymore now. I can't think of another word for it. Alright.
It's morning now.
It's morning.
It's morning now.
The,
It's not night anymore.
the
Sun have come!
Lord Dimitri's wife knocks on the door and wakes you guys up and is like, would you care for any breakfast?
Wait, has she fully opened the door or is she just like partially opened?
Just knock and open up a crack just enough to talk through.
Okay, cool. Dave's in there.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be a whole, like, I sleep in the nude sort of thing.
He might. It'd be really cool if he
You
just
do you sleep spooning?
he just
Dave?
randomly shapeshifts in his sleep sometimes.
To sort of reflect what your dreams are. Like,
Yeah.
one moment you're some sort of a Pegasus, and the next minute you're.
Oh, it has to be humanoid, but yeah.
One moment he's a goblin, the other moment he's 9 different kinds of dildo. And
Same dream.
every night.
The next moment he's Bojack.
Yeah. If you care to join us, we'll be having breakfast in about 10 minutes.
I imagine my character, given his strength, would have to eat a lot. Like kicking the
carb
rock.
load, a
Yeah.
lot of protein.
Like when the Rock bulks up for a movie, like he's eating just
all the time.
everything. Yeah.
Actually, don't eat that much in one sitting. You just eat a lot throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we not have a moment where we roleplay you getting up while having wearing armor? Because I'm
that's
imagining
a
like a
process.
turtle on his back, and I think we should roleplay.
No, I think it's a belly sleeper, so it's just like shit.
I've been doing it for years. You would figure out the way.
He would have gathered the strength
You would
to be
figure
able to-
out a way to do the impossible thing that you're suggesting he does regularly. Every day he'd be like, this should get easier.
Like you wouldn't be able to do it long term, but you'd be able to do it occasionally.
He's also a magic. He's also a magic fucking dragon. So whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Just like jet yourself back, like with your
Yeah.
flame breath.
Well,
Yeah.
that and armor isn't actually super fucking heavy, even plate armor.
Well, it's
Well,
and it's made
because
to be comfortable. It's not made
Well, it's made so you don't have a sword put in you.
Well, yeah, but it's also made so you can walk around and not
And
die.
not have a sword
yeah.
put in you.
Yeah. So
Yeah. The breakfast presented is there's some bacon and eggs. Basically, it's some of the produce that they've got within the bounds of the township.
No, I'm just grabbing some pocket bacon.
I think you already had some pocket bacon, didn't you? Or you already used your pocket bacon?
He's already used his pocket bacon, but he knows that Dave wants bacon.
Oh, right.
Dave's just watching from the bedroom going, boss,
Boss, boss, boss, boss. Please, bacon. Please, boss, bacon. No, thank you. I may not have mentioned this earlier, but I'm a vegan.
I think you had mentioned it before.
Well, he's a vegan, so of course
Would you perhaps have any steamed rice that I could perhaps eat? No.
You're a
No.
monk. You would just live off like a pea, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, he would have just a small little pouch filled with like herb leaves, and he'd just eat a single one.
This will sustain me for a week.
mostly you're living off your sense of self-satisfaction.
There's that too.
The hearty meal of smug.
If it were rendered into visual light, it would be like a giant spotlight in the face of anybody he's talking to.
If he could smile.
But yeah, you managed to have. There's some fruit, not particularly great, but they've got some orchard trees. But yeah, some basic apples. If you wanted something along those lines.
I like the image of him eating a single leaf for breakfast. What a down.
But not finishing it. Put like a little bit of leaf back. Oh, couldn't possibly.
Did you ever see the Eddie Murphy movie Golden
That's
Child?
what I'm picturing. Yeah.
Oh.
So the little kid has it's just like a pea pod of like, and he just like has one like every few days because he just lives off.
I kind of want to watch that movie again.
It doesn't age well from memory.
You mean Eddie Murphy in the 80s doesn't age well? I don't believe it.
We tried to watch Eddie Murphy Raw the other day.
Oh god, no! Those
Yeah.
those two
Those are
stand-ups
bad.
are not great.
Yeah, now it's just fucking holy shit.
And not even in that, like, oh, there was a time and stuff. Like, he's admitting to crimes. He's admitting to crimes in those stand-up specials.
Things that are still crimes.
Yeah. Things that were crimes, things that are still crimes.
Things that weren't yet crimes.
Very rapey.
Really?
I think so.
There's a significant amount of homophobia.
There's a significant amount of homophobia.
Oh yeah, mostly homophobia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Lord Dimitri's not there for the breakfast.
Where is he?
You asking, or is that, or are you just doing a Batman thing?
That was out of character.
I just imagine he sits up every morning and just goes, "Where is he? Swear to me!"
Oh god, we just can't go an episode without having something Batman related.
So where is the Lord of the land?
He is seeing to some family business at the back.
He's doing something deeply suspicious. You don't have to worry about it.
Did Narlag also notice that there was a fair amount of noise throughout the night?
You can roll, say perception.
I'm not even in it. My perception's so low. All I probably hear is just my armor crinking all around.
Every now and then you sort of get roused a little bit by the sound of like knocks at the door. And you don't manage to garner as much as Rin does, but yeah, there has been coming and going to the house for the most of the evening. After a certain point, it stopped.
And rudely interrupting people while they're trying to sleep just seems like humans do to him. So,
Was there anything happening throughout the night related to that?
The shipment of wines you brought in was being a little bit late, so a lot of people came to get their. Yeah, the shipment of wines that you folks have brought in yesterday was a little bit late, so a lot of people were coming to get their rations.
I also imagine that the pocket dimension he's in is like in one of your pockets, so you'd be able to hear like the fight and the door slamming that was going on.
I do have available quite a few brews if you'd like to buy some. I can provide them at a discounted rate.
Sorry, you said buy.
Yes.
He's like, they're in my town now, bitch. They're just mine.
What are you selling for?
commerce.
Think of an imaginary number for your imaginary wine.
It's not even wine, it's whiskey.
Oh dear.
Or actually,
Because we don't
some kind of like herbal strong
pay
alcohol.
for the stuff from the Wizard of the Wines. That's provided by the vineyard.
Well, traditionally, I am paid in gold, but there are
Gold is not something that's in.
traditionally I am paid in gold, However, I believe I can come to an arrangement.
I'm afraid most business dealings would have to talk with my husband.
Yes, yeah. I will need to think about this. But thank you.
But yeah, he should be in soon. He's just seeing things out.
Yeah. He gives a nod and then starts talking to Dave.
Well, now that the mundane creatures have rested for a third of a day, maybe we can get on with our quest.
About Monday cruises, fuck yes.
That wasn't even a monk thing. That was just a vegan thing. Wasn't it?
Your vegan powers are activated.
About 5 minutes later, the Lord Dimitri walks into the room. He's still sort of walking with that sort of confidence and air of importance.
So similar to me.
Similar-ish. Yours comes from a military and religious background. And his comes from being born into a high family.
I've got a negative charisma.
I can tell.
Really?
Right?
Go on.
Really good.
And he's like, he turns to you guys, gentlemen.
Just straight switch over.
I hope you rested up, and I assume you're moving on into the Abbey today.
We will be. However, I would like to arrange some kind of trade deal, as I noticed that you were using quite a bit of
He's
the alcohol.
looking directly at you now, because before he was just sort of talking to the room. Roll me a perception.
Natural 20.
Oh, fantastic! You can see sort of the bottoms of his eyelids and everything are slightly red. And he's showing the signs that he is.
He's been crying.
He's been crying.
He's a vampire.
I have quite a lot of alcohol for sale. I understand gold is not traditionally used. However,
It's not so much not traditionally used as we don't have a need for it.
fair enough.
We don't take outside trade that is paid for. Outside of we provide some firewood and so forth to the winery. Outside of that, we're pretty self-sufficient. We try to keep it that way because the longer you can keep the doors closed, the more we can keep out.
The Baron.
Yeah, him, his allies. Yeah,
Fair enough.
and the Abbey provides us some protection as well. The abbot there is quite the holy man.
Is there anyone in this village that would be able to identify some magical items for me?
Ooh. Well, most of the people here are just simple folk, just
Simple farmers.
Simple farmers.
Simple redneck farmers. Salt of the earth.
I'm a farmer.
You know, morons.
go on.
There's a Blazing Saddles thing.
Oh, okay. Just remembering that I grew up on a farm.
There's a Blazing Saddles line.
Gene Wilder thinks you're a moron.
Well, joke's on him.
See, he's dead.
Yes. And he's the third celebrity person we mentioned tonight that's dead.
Wow, we got
Eddie
some
Murphy's
powers.
dead.
Eddie Murphy's dead.
His career is. No. We talk about Hugh Hefner
Yeah, but
and Burt Reynolds.
He died.
He did.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that Hugh Hefner is dead because I never really saw him as alive.
He was really just some sort of Viagra dispensary.
Yeah, he was literally just kept alive by huge amounts of Viagra.
That, and also anytime you think of Hugh Hefner, you think of like a man living in a mansion with a bunch of prostitutes. And that shit didn't fly after 1987. He got around doing that for decades after that was all okay. We all
Yeah.
just let that happen.
But at the same time, they also voted for one of those as president.
Ooh.
Man, this is escapism. Don't bring up the news.
Anyway,
Can we fight a goblin now, please? And then there's a goblin. I rolled initiative.
yeah.
I got a 3 on initiative.
So
The goblin kills you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I could trade you for your whiskey, but afraid all I can really offer you is some,
Good feelings.
well,
Different whiskey.
local produce, essentially. It would be something in the way of pork products or eggs or firewood.
Have you any rare herbs in the forest?
He sort of signals out. The area is not huge.
Hmm.
And most of it is like, it's a forest in the loosest term. It is more of a penned-in tree farm.
That's how I understand a forest, yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's not a forest. It's just a penned-in tree farm. I think that's hilarious. I don't know why.
That is actually pretty hilarious. Well,
You don't understand what this is. I'm going to explain it in a weird way.
if you,
Idiot.
Oh, both my brain and my heart hurt right now.
if you would be so kind as just put in a good word with the Abbey, I'd be happy to trade, say, 3 bottles.
Just for a good word.
Yeah.
Sure.
Excellent.
What'd you do to
What'd you do to those bottles? I'm telling you.
put it in those bottles?
It's mostly urine.
Ichor. It's ichor, isn't it? You put ichor in it.
Yeah, I just squash up Dave's
Diet
eye juice.
ichor.
It's mostly Dave's eye juices.
Oh god, that is awful.
It's a delicacy in some regions.
Does he have an eyelid?
Yes.
Okay.
He has
So
many
it's-
of them. It's got a lot of eyes.
With 5
I
or
thought he
what?
had one eye.
One big eye and then 4 eye stalks.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
I will try to contact the abbot for you, but
Chances are we're
I
going
pointed
to-
out that people don't tend to visit the abbey so much.
I'm sure it will be fine. We
Oh.
will just explain to them the situation and they will help us.
The
All the more
the abbot
reason.
looks over. Well, the abbey used to be somewhat of a hospital as well as a religious place. It has a lot of, sort of out of character. A lot of abbeys tend to, offer health services and so on.
I imagine I would be familiar with abbeys
And monasteries.
and monasteries.
Some of the folk that he's looked after, they went a bit funny.
Oh no.
Like,
Nothing. That wasn't anything. I was thinking of something from earlier.
Could you elaborate, please?
well, we don't see him outside of the walls, but some odd. Well, it's going to sound bad when I say it out loud, but strange screams, some laughter.
Nothing out of the unusual for religion in my experience.
Zing!
Take that, Catholicism.
Right, I likes referencing his own religion.
No, well, that's probably fair as well. But I can signal to the abbot for you.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
You hear him sort of go outside, and then he sort of rings a sort of heavy bell that sort of hangs near one of the rafters. You hear the clacker hit the sides. Clacker? Clanger. What's the name of the inside of the bell?
Probably
Doesn't matter.
clanger.
The little bit inside the bell.
Where are we?
Dongle.
It's probably got some weird English name that has way too many.
It's like tongue. Something like that.
Dingleberry.
I mean, you don't really want to be hitting the clacker.
Thank you. Thank you for this. This was a gift that you gave us today.
And after a short while, you hear a much heavier, lower tone bell from up the hill ring back. And roll me perception. This is specifically hearing.
That's floating in some dice, so I'll just re-roll that.
And it's floating on the floor.
Learn to roll your dice. Jesus
Get a dice
Christ.
Oh my god! What's wrong with you?
You still got a 20.
Maybe roll them in a less passive-aggressive way.
Well, if I can get natural 20s from a passive aggressive, I'm rolling passive aggressive.
When you hear the bell tone, you hear sort of just underneath it as you hear as the bell rings down. You hear like a light howling
Oh,
Okay.
it's a wolf bell.
Is that coming from the Abbey?
from that direction.
They're wolf bells.
He's just gonna make sure his ring's actually got the spell stored in it.
Is listening on. And Lord Dimitri wanders back in and is like, I hope that's going to be enough to get you in the door. So, yeah.
I'm sure it will be sufficient. We
that.
will break into that place and find what we need if necessary.
We won't be breaking.
Let's go.
I should probably assure you that we will not be breaking any laws. However, if it's not sufficient, we will come back and ask for a letter from you.
Sure.
And Narlag hands over the 3 bottles of Narlag's own Yagolnak patented booze, which is laced with a little bit of the crystal.
Oh my god, you're getting people addicted to... Oh, that's not good.
You made meth whiskey? Meth whiskey. Elder God brand meth whiskey.
He's all about just corrupting villagers.
And you say he's neutral. This is a neutral character that you're playing.
He's in it to make money.
That's still...
No,
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Come on!
That's still pretty evil.
Feel like, let's look at the world, and the neutral people on Wall Street in it to make money. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Alright, gonna jump back to you quickly. You got Mordecai sort of
You can be evil.
in front
It's
of you.
fine.
And,
Just own it.
and essentially kind of on board at this point, but so pretty much asking you what your plan is.
Okay, me talking to Ryan right now
Yep.
because I want to do a thing and I don't know how.
Okay.
See if you got any ideas. I want to bring in the card reading prophecy.
You have absolutely no knowledge of that whatsoever.
I have no knowledge of that whatsoever. But here's my pitch. Here is my pitch, right? Magic. Follow me here.
Hey, Ryan makes a good point.
Magic exists in the world, right? And if magic exists, and there is time travel and predestiny and card reading telling the future.
Okay.
You know what would be like a real smart thing to do before you did anything? Fucking check out how it turns out ahead of time.
What kind of turns to you is like, did you bring any allies? Bring any other people with any fighting prowess?
I'm not sure if this is what you had in mind, but Patrick. Just a bat.
A bat. He's like, you see Alphonse sort of run at the back of the robe and come onto the shoulder, and then sort of sitting up on his back legs, and then sort of like curls back slightly, and then tries to spring at Patrick.
Ah, he didn't do the ferret war dance.
You're a fucking crazy person sometimes. What?
Ferrets have a war dance.
I'm real happy that no one else instantly got involved with that, leaving me alone, because I have no goddamn idea, and I would have felt really alone at that point.
I'm gonna have to look this up. That's gonna be a whole thing for later.
Yeah, like it's a fucking amazing thing to watch because they do it to try and hypnotize prey because they're just like, what the fuck is this thing doing? And they just pounce.
Because ferrets are a mammal that decided to be a snake at some point.
Yes. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's like,
There's a lot to that. It's a mammal that wear, snakes. It's a pretty good idea. I think we could get something out of that. Be like a little bit snake.
yeah, Mordecai's like, so, you've got myself, a high-class wizard, an acolyte as yourself. Did you have any other folks traveling with you?
I did not, because straight talk, didn't totally mean to be here. But, rock and roll. Okay. Moving forward.
Alright, so you got 2 wizards, a ferret, and a bat.
I think we got there.
You're gonna need at least 6 more guys. Maybe 7? Maybe 7.
Perhaps we could find some other people within the boundaries already.
So, to my understanding, this is a huge township, a land that is boxed in on all sides by a demonic entity that will neither let people leave and doesn't seem to be terribly inclined to kill his enemies either. I think that provides us with a unique opportunity to recruit people that want to end him. I imagine that if there was a group of people in all of existence that want to end Strahd, we will find them within the borders of Barovia.
Man, are you gonna be disappointed?
That
And then there's these guys.
And that, my young little pupil, is exactly my thought as well.
Oh, he's smarter than you are.
Wow, that was
So instead, of
patronizing
a
as
lot,
fuck.
so instead of a lot of low-level fools, he's just going to get slightly smaller amount of higher-level fools.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
It's like, what would you rather fight? One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I remember reading an article, and I think it would have been on like one of the third edition. No, third edition D&D ways to slay a Tarrasque, and one of their workable solutions was outfit an entire army of villagers with broomsticks and longbows.
Was that it was a thesis. I remember that. They went through all of these different scenarios, and it was practical ways to kill a Tarrasque.
So enough level 1 characters with broomsticks to fly away from him on.
Because
and
percentage-wise,
longbows.
enough would get natural 20s to actually do damage to it.
In the fullness of time. So, you know.
It leads you to another one of the probably endless rooms in this mansion. And in the center, there's a sort of a raised, like a lot wide, about 2 meters wide pool of still water, kind of like a fountain, but without the actual fountain bit going on. He places his sort of staff.
Like a bowl.
against- Sorry,
Like a bowl.
like a bowl, a big bowl.
I think they call it reflecting pools. It's a fountain without the fountain. It's a reflecting pool. Sorry, it's not funny. It's just true.
He puts his staff to one side, and he sort of starts to sort of lean over the top and put both his hands just touching the surface, and you see a sort of white glow come from underneath the surface of the water, and he starts chanting and everything for incantations, and the surface sort of ripples slightly just from away from his hands, and then an image starts to cut in, and it's like you're looking skyward down at the land that you're within. So you see that map of Barovia that I had up before.
Why you all make efforts to try to memorize what the chant was?
Okay.
Probably not pulling out like paper and quill right now, but whatever was said was recorded and remembered.
Like somebody singing along to like the national anthem of a country they don't know, and they're like, and the home of the like that, but with a magic spell.
Like when we were told to sing the Australian national anthem in primary school.
The second verse. When you got to the second verse, everyone's like,
Or the third.
Gert. And we did that one already.
No one, does anyone even know the third verse?
I did in primary school.
There is.
But
Did they say Gert again?
Probably.
How many words do they make up in the third verse?
the third verse just mentioned Go-Gurt. It was just a different.
I'm fairly certain like the guy that wrote the anthem had just learnt the word Gert that day. And that was like the word of their calendar thing. He's like, just wanted to like show off that he
Yeah, one of
knew
those
it.
fun little calendars where like the daily calendar is like the new word on the I know what you're talking. Yeah. Anyway, this whole map vista you got sort of looking down on. It's sort of, you can almost see like it's moving around, like panning around, and then sort of shifts off to the west slightly and zooms in slightly. And it's just basically the enhance. It's we've got CSI here.
Cool.
It starts to zoom in on one of the Vistani camps to start off with, and you see it sort of,
Hit someone in the eye.
Ow!
ow, stupid raven. And it sort of looks around at some of the folks that are there, and then pulls back out again, zooms back in on one town, and you see a few sort of odd individuals within an inn. Somehow you don't sort of realise how, but it's gone into the interior of an inn, and you see this sort of half-elf, sort of odd-looking fellow in the inn.
That's not me.
That's not you. Sort of colourfully dressed, but sort of still trying to sort of keep to himself a little bit, and a couple of hunter-looking folks, and you hear Mordecai sort of like, and then just pulls back out again. The map shifts a little bit further to the west, and
See, we're all
it starts to zoom back in on a more hill-based town. Little dust through tree, little snow dusting through trees, and you see a group of 3 individuals leading a yeah, it's you guys. Leaving a larger wave. You see, a dragon, like a dragonborn in full plate armor. Full plate? Yeah. You
Naked.
yeah.
We go into the Abbey. I thought it was a formal occasion.
He's going to part the kimono.
And a hobgoblin wearing a fancy 3-piece suit. 3-piece?
Yeah, 3-piece. Dave is wearing, like, basically a cloak.
So it's basically just a ball with a cloak dragging behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
It's just like his magical floating orb. Don't question it.
What would you guys be discussing as you're leaving the...
Could be anything, honestly.
No, you got to do this.
So then I says to Mabel, I says,
Because you guys can do a little bit, because I can have another one of these little chewy...
well, if anybody's going to be rambling meaninglessly, it is...
Yeah.
Nalig is doing an in-depth discussion as to why his alcohol is great for everybody and everybody should try it.
I'm not going to try any of that foul liquid that you are palming off onto the villagers.
I really do believe you should.
Well, I'm not going to.
Is there any way I can convince you at all?
Certainly keep trying, but know that I will not, ever, drink the foul liquid that you are trying to pawn off to those villagers.
Are you certain?
I am 100% certain.
Are you sure you're certain?
Give me a bottle.
You just
He throws the bottle away.
It may as well be. It may as well be water, because I'm immune to poison.
He is a shiny paladin.
So I
catches
could
it with
drink
mage hand.
bottles of it, and it would just be like water.
Nice. In that point,
More expensive water.
That's good. I like the throwing it and catching them. That's good.
yeah. Are you do you go to drink some?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck it, why not?
Okay, he pours you a small shot and hands it to you.
You are immune to poison, yeah?
Yeah. It would
He
just
glows
like,
with the light of creation within him.
It tastes like burning and meth.
Yeah, it tastes like burning meth, and I'm like, why would I drink this over water?
Burning method tires? I don't know.
So bumper it.
No, Quinana.
Yeah. This is just more expensive, bad tasting water.
Mordecai sort of just stares at this conversation going on. Is like,
Why you leans over and plants 2 hands on the edge of the thing and says, "Oh, they'll do nicely."
You were
and
looking
he sort of
for
looks up
fools.
to you, and his eyes have gone that whole solid white, and but he's still looking direct. You get that impression that he's looking directly at you. He's like, I think they might be the best we got.
You did say fools.
I thought you were gonna have a little side cameo for a halfling out in the woods covered in muck and.
Yeah, I thought you were going. Yeah.
Okay. You gotta.
Why are you gonna be like?
Does he
that?
find Sparky?
We're looking for heroes right now.
By this
We're
point, they're
looking
working for
heroes.
Strahd. Seriously.
And his eyes sort of clear up again, and then the pupils and iris sort of appear back. And it's like, you probably should go and
That's what Dave's looking like right now.
Eminem.
Yes, he's looking like Eminem.
Mom, spaghetti.
You, my boy, I think you're going on a bit of a recruiting trip. You ready?
Girds loins.
Okay, as soon as you motion that you're even slightly prepared in this, his left arm pulls up from the pool, and he just sort of grabs across against your shoulder and just slams you head first into the bowl, and then you are falling out of the sky.
Oh, you did this once already.
Is this going to be like
Do we notice this?
Did you prepare
Roll
for the
me
ball
this
this time?
subception.
This better not be Groundhog Day.
14?
11. And Dave's passive is 14 anyway.
What was it was The religious movie with Jay and Silent Bob in it.
13.
Dogma.
Dogma, where Chris Rock just falls out of the... Was it Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Just falls out of the sky.
So
Guys like us just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
I really enjoyed that movie. Anyway, what did you want to say?
13.
13? Okay. A couple of you, because you rolled low, didn't you?
I rolled 11, but Dave is 14.
Okay. A couple of you hear sort of like this crack sound, like a whip crack, almost directly above you, but probably a good little distance up. And yeah, if any of you actually look up, you see a bearded gentleman falling out of the sky.
Huh.
Robes sort of flailing behind him.
Oh, it's not naked.
I don't know. How are you talking to Mordecai? Naked? Or robed?
I imagine this is a lot like Terminator. You can't go fully clothed. You just gotta go naked.
Would it be completely unreasonable for me to activate my staff and try and fly up and catch you?
Oh, yeah, you can do that because he's a decent distance up.
I'd do that. This is interesting.
How many charges? Oh, that's been recharged now.
Yeah, I just recharged.
Alright. So yeah, all of a sudden you have a half-elf with a walking stick flying directly at you. If you can give me a athletics check.
And you have a
To catch him.
dragonborn looking up you very quizzical. Like,
I think I'm alright at athletics. I am alright at athletics.
That's
Zero.
kind of like your whole deal, man.
If he survives, I can heal him. But, nah.
Look at a 13.
13?
That's not...
You catch. Slightly portly was that your description, was it?
For the purposes of this, let's say slightly portly. In reality, he's a fat nerd.
But yeah, you managed to catch this gentleman
Me,
out of
I
the
was
air
15.
and sort of assuming fly back down to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold person doesn't hold them there physically, does it?
The means
No,
it
They're
paralyzed.
Yeah, no,
So
I was
it'd be like,
looking that up.
oh,
I was looking that up.
Even I knew that was the case, but I was just like sitting there thinking I could still cast it.
You can pass
thought that would be what it would
Pass
do.
one person.
Yeah, you now have.
Like a fucking Darth Vader thing.
And he can't move.
All right.
He's still falling.
Party of 4. Good first.
What the fuck?
Did you take any damage?
No, he caught him.
I found a falling person.
I know this is going to be hard to believe, but the three of you are heroes destined to defeat the Dark Lord of this realm.
How's
Holy
that?
crap,
happen?
you have some real.
Yes, we know this.
Yeah.
Who are you?
We're on the path of destiny to defeat the Dark Lord of this land.
I get some real Hello from the Magic Taverns vibes as this one here. I'm on the quest to defeat the Dark Lord.
The moon sword.
Yes. As you are obviously very clearly aware, you are already on the path of your destiny to defeat the Dark Lord of this realm.
How did you appear in the sky, stranger?
I'm a wizard.
Said with such confidence.
Prove it. Cast prestidigitation for me.
Hold on a second, fellows. We were looking for a wizard.
This is true.
One of the signs of destiny was pointing us towards a wizard.
This is very true. His mind is broken. He may not be aware of what's going on.
Excuse me, wizard.
Can I roll to listen in for that?
Oh, sure.
We're not. I imagine they're literally doing this 5 feet in
6.
front of you, like just going really loudly.
I think we should trust him.
Yeah.
Well, my deception was a 17.
Oh, my passive's higher than anyone. I got like an 18 passive.
He's got the business. Do not take this the wrong way, wizard. If pressed, how broken would you say your mind is? Please answer honestly. It is very important.
Are we talking a sliding scale here? What sort of metric are we working against? Really, deep down, aren't we all a little broken?
I think he's the one.
It does appear to be so. Sir, it appears you are the one that has been prophesized.
Prophesized. That's what I was looking for.
Right. How,
See, normally I would cast Detect
This part I
Evil,
can just sit back and
but
relax for a little bit.
just by the look of it, I'm like,
There's chewy toys.
like he does not look at all threatening.
so what spell did you cast to come upon us?
I want to make it very clear that at no point did I come upon any of you.
No, I actually caught him from the air with my flying staff. And I'm still like, I've got the staff like on a horizontal, and I'm sitting about 10 feet up in the air, just like sitting on the staff like it's a bench.
Nice, I like the look.
I thought you would have
Claps
been
hands on the shoulder. Thank you. Thank you for that.
I've had to lower myself down so that.
I'm not sure I would have found my way to the ground quite as safely if it weren't for you. And your name is?
My name is Rin.
Of course, yes. As the fortunes foretold, you are the monk Rin.
And you, sir, what is your name?
He knows about us.
He knows about you. What is your name, sir?
I go by many names.
One will do. It would assist us greatly in referring to your personage.
There are some that call me Tim.
Damn it!
What is your name?
Missed opportunity. Morden.
Mr. Morden.
So like
That wasn't convincing at all.
Yeah, can you roll a deception on that?
I think with that play, I think that's a disadvantage deception.
Anyone of those who wants to go
That's-
against this is insight to check.
I got a 13.
I got a 13.
Oh, I critically failed my insight.
Oh god, is this gonna work?
No. Well, like, do you have a
Oh, hang on, to wizard.
-1?
Hello.
Oh, there's a...
Hello, Morden.
Is that 5 or 6 O's?
These human names are so very strange to my delicate Eladrin tongue.
Yes, this human's name is very strange. How do you spell Morden?
M.
Telepathically, I know you're lying, you son of a bitch.
Oh. D.
There's a silent K in there somewhere.
But you did the telepathic thing?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you hear that voice in your head?
Take a beat. Blink.
No, like just
don't-
cocks an eyebrow.
I don't know my real name.
Fucking inside check, mother. 16.
Oh wow, natural 1.
I'm gonna go off the insight
If
check I
you're-
did the first time where I got a natural 1. This guy's
If you're-
this
if you're-
guy's on
if
the
you're-
up and up.
If you're planning on running with a lie here, you're going to be rolling again.
I'm not lying.
Are you okay, Trevor?
I'm not lying. How are we going to play this? Because I'm not lying.
You don't actually know your real name?
Why you little?
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair.
So why you little was the fake name?
That's just not his name.
Right.
Why you little?
Well, it was a joke name to begin with, but we all had joke names except for Harkiel.
That's a good name.
It's a good name.
Okay.
My WoW character.
So yeah, you do, yeah, I saw that. So yeah, he doesn't know his name, or at least you can't tell if he's lying.
I refuse to believe that your name is Morden.
It's a good enough name for now.
That was...
Yes, stop bothering Morden.
How
We have business in this town. Remember that.
How about I just call you M?
I was going to short it to Morty, but you know.
Modi.
That's just going to tear us off on a tangent from which we will not recover in this session.
Or ever, possibly. So, M, would you like to know the rest of our names?
If you have them.
Sir Paladin?
That'll do.
I am Narlag Prosgino von Bigus, Esquire. And this over here, is Dave.
Charm.
He shakes a tentacle at you.
Is it? Does he have tentacles, or is it just all eye stalks? Because I'd shake an eye
It's
stalk.
it's an eye stalk
Okay.
coming out of one of the sleeves on the robe. he's wearing.
Charm.
I got eye juice on me.
Careful, that's got a pretty strong kick in it.
Eye juice starts fizzing on your robe.
Now, at the risk of beating the same drum, path to destiny. How far along have you found yourself so far?
We're looking for a scarecrow.
We were given a prophecy by one of the local fortune tellers, and we have been investigating the path that she laid out for us. I was mildly skeptical as to the veracity of her prophecy, but willing to check it out as destiny was laying before us. But now that we have found you, that is, in fact, one of the points that was prophesied to us. So I believe that this prophecy may, in fact, be the case.
The fortune tellers, the traveling, the band of
They're known
fortune
as
tellers. They're
known
and I'll
as
describe what I saw.
Yep.
That sounds right. We were speaking to them just 2 days ago.
Yes,
they are
so
called the
they've-
Vestani.
The Vistani, of course. So they've already set you on your path. Excellent. Things are falling into place.
Did I meet the Vistani at any point?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
So this is a.
I think you were aware of them. We sort of established, but you didn't have the reading with them
Yeah.
like we did.
No.
But I think in the travels we would have laid out the whole prophecy thing to you if you're on board with that.
Yeah.
Like Rin's all in on the prophecy. I'm not sure if the rest of you are like true believers.
Narlag's inclined to believe it's 100% true, but he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to say.
He's too cool for that. Yeah.
I obviously have some belief, given I pray to a god.
So,
Can I roll a what would that be? I want to work out who's the prophecy. This whole thing. This has worked out better than could possibly have been expected.
Like there's
I was going to-
like there's some kind of higher being controlling the events taking place.
It's almost as if me trying to convince you that there is some bullshit prophecy and you buying it, it's almost like that was preordained somehow. If only there was some sort of word for when that happened.
Destination.
convenience.
That movie sucked. I want to roll to see who's buying my shit, but who is more inclined to believe the concept of prophecy. Him. But I want to.
That'd be insight.
I think my passive is 10 anyway. Insight, yeah, 10.
So what's the total, sorry? 10?
10? Well, the passive. Oh shit! Hang on. Sorry, insight is that's a plus.
Because just going by the conversation so far, he's the one that's been buying into it the most.
10. All right.
He hasn't said much because he doesn't know very much about it anyway.
He's the quiet type.
He's skeptical about just about everything.
I also don't trust many people anyway, so...
But you trust
Yeah,
us,
that's
though, right?
probably where I would have gone with it
not
anyway.
everyone
You
will.
seem like a bit too sharp.
A person fell out of the sky.
Well, magic, man. Should happen.
It does happen. It's also very...
Look at the ball of eyeballs over here. Come on, man. Like, that's the weirdest thing's happened to you today.
I summoned
A
him like
guy approaches you from a slightly more vertical direction than normal. That's the weirdest thing that happened.
Dave's been with Narlag for like a decade.
You don't see the wonder in the world. So focusing on Rin, there are many timelines. There is so much. The world, if things don't work the way they're supposed to, things become so fractured. It is hard to keep one's mind in one place. Where
If I
where
could stop
do
you for
find
a moment,
yourselves?
everything you just said then was utter nonsense.
Thank
Indeed.
you, Rin.
As
I was about to say.
as all things are.
There
How
is
far-
there is one timeline. We are in that timeline. That is things will play out as they are meant to be.
You know, we were prophesized to find an insane wizard, and you are most certainly fulfilling that.
Ouch.
Maybe my actions foiled the destiny. We were to find a wizard whose mind is broken. If I had let him hit the ground, that certainly would have happened.
Damn.
Also,
Damn, dude.
The destiny was to find him, wasn't it? Hasn't he found us?
I'm just going to check the wording on the specific. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Your greatest ally will be a wizard. His mind is broken, but his spells are strong. Oh, well, I forgot about the last part. We are going to need you to demonstrate the strength of some of your spells.
I'm calling bullshit on that, man. You've bought into this like completely so far.
I need to verify that we are following the correct destiny.
He does raise a fairly good point.
There may be other wizards.
We do need to prove that you are actually a capable spellcaster.
There are 3 checkboxes that we need to mark off. Wizard, mind broken, spell strong. I'm going to need verification on the strength of your spells.
It's okay.
Attack this paladin.
What would one consider to be a strong
okay.
spell?
Every person just like has trouble performing occasionally.
I know. I have a suggestion for this. Counter my spell, if you will.
Oh, you guys should arm wrestle mage hands.
It's like that one. It's like that one video.
Visually, I like that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, they like arm wrestle with their minds. You know?
I haven't seen that, but it's.
I'll send it on the chat. It's actually really fun to watch.
Where's that from?
If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device.
What the hell?
You have to watch it. It's fun.
Oh, the Emperor from 40k.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen the one you're talking about, but I know the thing.
Okay, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Alright, because you just went crazy there for a second. And I'm doing the crazy person gambit right now. There can't be 2.
Sure they can. They just
Anyway,
can't.
everyone have a go. It's real fun. Alright.
A party of 4 bards. So you've
We
been
call that a
challenged
band.
So
for
are we
strength.
going to skin that cat? Do it, man.
Alright. So, I'm going to cast. Suggestion.
Counterspell.
It's a 4th level spell.
I think you got to roll at that point, don't you?
You gotta roll.
I roll. Okay.
Yeah, I roll.
I do that.
That is the thing that happens. 15 plus 8.
That'll do.
Yeah,
Probably do it.
yeah, I think it has to be like above my spell save.
What are you suggesting to it?
Oh no, I was just gonna say like dance like a chicken.
Can we just for the fun of it? Gonna be that like you cast a spell of like who knows goddamn what. I counter it, and then go suggestion. Really?
Suppose you could.
Yeah, the DC of the counter is 10 plus a spell level, so.
So that was 4. So yeah, you beat that.
So yeah, easily sort of knock away
The glowing runes that were hurled at your face.
Was there anything else?
No, I believe that is all the checks that we need to conduct at this time. Welcome to our group.
Excellent. What was it that you were reading off? Just there previously.
I'm imagining, I don't know, he wouldn't have written it down. I'm imagining him sort of like rolling his eyes back in his head and recalling it.
yeah.
He imprinted that, and he's like, that's a thing he's remembering verbatim.
He's the living form of the living version of a dictaphone.
Sure. for this very specific thing.
Yeah, he basically rattled off like I think the wizard.
He blinked while they were having that conversation earlier, and he took a picture of it.
You've got
That is a wealth of just like irritating references no one else will get. Stormlight Archive.
oh okay no
Good.
yeah.
Real good.
This has been an entire episode of Ryan doesn't know things. Well, that's basically every episode, but yeah.
Well, pause, read up on everything, and then come back.
Oh shit. Anyway,
You go and watch Thor.
Do you actually have the prophecy handy?
Yeah. I've been taking it for the fact that it is an important defining thing of this whole party that only 2 of the party were here for, that we are able to recall it back for the other people for the sake of being able to fucking do the adventure. We are actually on our way to an abbey up the road here to
find the Guardian. Yes.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
As was foretold.
And as it stands, you're probably only about
You're just in time.
200 yards away from the gates of the abbey.
Then
So
we're
there's
supposed to-
probably been a couple of guys just standing at the walls, like looking down on this, going, "What the fuck is going on?" Like this guy falls out of the sky. And
Like, the gods must be crazy.
It's the biggest dragon I've ever seen.
Well, you ain't never seen a dragon before. Well, I heard they come out of the sky.
We build.
That was real good.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do a Welsh person every time? It's the most convincing accent you've had. You've had that in the bag the whole time. And you're not just like,
Nalag the Welsh.
I like the Welshman.
I'm a simple salesman.
Go there. Alright, go back and do it again.
That is charismatic as hell.
you wouldn't be able to do a wizard though. No one would believe you're
much more
intelligent
on board
enough
with
to
that.
cast spells.
I'm casting whole person.
I'm enchanted.
I would feel the need to be like, oh no, I'm holded now. I wouldn't want to disappoint him.
Roll a natural 20 to save you, like, fucking, I just want to make him feel good about himself.
So a wizard who's really low in intelligence but really high in charisma, and you just feel sorry for him. And you're like, oh, the spell worked.
He's a
You can
warlock,
hold me
so-
anytime. Now, like,
As we established in the other game, it's basically just a wizard.
It's just basically a wizard. So a wizard who believes in himself.
a wizard with self-esteem.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh god.
There's a very limited number of wizards with self-esteem, and most of them are not great.
I call upon the eldritch forces to summon me a greater abel. Yeah. Aberration. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, you're
We
about
call them
200 yards
squirrels.
away from the gates of the abbey. So we're going to leave
Yeah.
Welsh Warlock
Put
alone.
that aside.
Welsh porky pig towards the end there.
Welshlock? Welshlock.
certainly schlock.
Yes, the scarecrow, the guardian. We must recruit him to our band of merry whatever. Let's go. Charges up.
Leading from the front.
It's
Or
only
running
like
the wrong direction.
Are you like intimately like waving up at the sky and giving a thumbs up to all guys?
there is at parts of this. I'm trying various ways to like just talk loudly in my head, like, "Are you there? Can you hear this? Hello, check 1 2."
Is this thing on?
You get hit in the face by like his like zooming in orb.
You just feel like a finger on top of your head.
You're doing that every now and then, and at one point you feel like this thing bounce off the top of your head. Looking, roll me a perception to find it.
18 plus.
Alright. Damn, I'm
18.
going to roll low. You, amongst the sort of the gravel leading on the road leading up, you see this single pearl that's just sort of fallen out of the sky, and just like, dunk. That's your signal.
Wow, it's a pearl. So all right,
It's throwing you money.
I'll have that then.
Just basically found the first thing at hand, and just,
Actually, saying that reminds me of something, but I
Yes?
might try and get the Abbey person to do it first.
mm-hmm.
Like casting Identify on that stick.
Oh right.
Mm.
Okay,
Alright, let's go to the Abbey.
go to the abbey. You
Like, if there is a quiet moment, I'm gonna do detect magic on the like pearl as well, because just in case.
It's a magic pearl.
it's a
magic
It's a mundane. It's a mundane pearl. It's been in the essence of magic. You can sort of see like the residual on it, but it would have been looking at it closely. It's probably been plucked out as part of the sort of the ornate trimming of the scrying bowl. He's just gone and thrown it in.
I like him. I like his practical nature.
You're lucky it just wasn't a rock. You just chucked it in.
Some level of like weirdly, not just disappointed, but like disenfranchised with the whole thing. Like that's such a mundane thing to do. Like, he was thinking of me, and it's not even like a magic bow. Okay. Alright. Cool.
Never meet heroes.
Yeah, don't eat yours. But it goes in the book. Okay. It goes in the scrapbook.
Under a piece of scotch tape.
The book's like this wide open now, just there's pearls wedged in the middle.
You put it between,
Faces aren't like super flat to begin with. Like, it's a big book.
put it between 2 pages, it'll flatten out eventually.
Pearls aren't even that.
The amount of times
pearls
why he
aren't
would
that
said that in his life is just uncanny.
It's just squished down faces. Flatten out. Anyway.
Shall we continue on, lads?
Okay, so the road from the village climbs above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between 2 small stone outbuildings, to either side which stretches a 5-foot high, 3-foot thick, that's only very short, wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking
Jump that.
What?
You could jump that.
Most people can jump that.
Yeah. Just saying. Don't diminish my accomplishments. I could jump that.
Alright, you're like a magic elf
No,
creature.
I think
we're impressed
I
to
think
begin
Ross
with.
means Ross could jump.
Ross could jump that.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so
My stats are shit.
blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewing through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its 2 wings are joined by a 15-foot high curtain wall, and a belfry protrudes out from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which sports a chimney billowing grey smoke. So yeah, there is an actual proper wall beyond this smaller hindrance.
You're awful quiet over there.
It's how we do.
Is there anybody actually?
I probably
on the
can't
wall?
jump a 15.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Is there anybody on the big wall?
Go for perception.
Is a 12. No, 13.
On the higher walls of the actual physical abbey, no. The walls are high parts of the actual building. This smaller wall showing the border of it, which is 5 foot high-ish. You can pretty much hop over it in most places.
I do that.
Yeah, you can. All right.
Not like goes to the big door and just like goes knock knock knock.
It's like an iron gate.
Oh,
You can even see through.
oh, can you open it?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I try to open it?
Sure. Strength check, please.
12.
12. All right, so yeah, you push against it, and you hear the hinges just like squealing wildly because they haven't really been opened up regularly for some time, and you just like this high pitched squealing as you're pushing the door open.
You're doing that while like Rin is standing on the wall next to the gate, looking down, and you go,
You're on the wall, sort of looking at it. You go left, or right,
left.
left. In the sort of little gatehouse thing on the side of the gate there, you did previously hear some like heavy breathing, heavy breathing, like a light snore. And now that the doors have squealed, you hear the sound of like shuffling and you are greeted with a face of somewhat human. You see like the side of the head poke out, and so it looks human with the like the scraggly, but with some fairly scraggly hair, and then it sort of pokes its head a little bit further out, and the face sort of extends out into more of like a muzzle.
Oh, so they're furries.
So you can see what you can see. Something like that.
Ah!
Oh god, they are furries.
Kill it!
No, don't kink shame them.
No.
And it's sort of like a quick look out. What are you doing?
There's a beast in here!
That was a good timing.
It just growled at us!
How open is the gate?
Most of the way open.
No, he's gonna try and go through, and Dave's gonna float over the wall.
There's no reasoning with this beast.
Wait, you said that the fence was 3 feet high?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Oh, 5 feet high. Okay.
That's enough to sort of vault onto, and then
Yeah. Okay.
and then 3 feet wide, then sort of back on the
I
other
was
side.
wondering if my horse can jump it.
Depends. Can your horse jump over a man?
Is the abbot expecting you?
Probably not. Jump through him, man.
We should get past this monster right now. The abbot's expecting us.
Siegfried! He's knocking on the... Siegfried!
It's getting agitated.
Is Narlag near this now?
Yeah, you're basically between them. He's knocking on the... Because you got gatehouse, gates, and on the other side, standing on top of this pathetic-sized wall, you've got Rin talking to one guard, and the other one's that one's trying to get...
I'm not talking
the
to
other
this monster.
Okay.
I don't recognize this monster as a sentient creature.
Being talked at.
I also imagine it doesn't look very threatening. I'm just going to wander by.
Sir, we are here to see the abbot.
And it's like...
Face? What does it look like?
Oh, yeah, I see what it is. Well, since you're all in the position now...
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
It's a monster.
That's very... Good lord, sir. What happened to you?
I was accosted by this creature.
Not you, Rin.
I love just the inherent judgment that, like, the world in which we live, all creatures of all.
Hobgoblin!
Like, that's not the weirdest thing you've seen, surely. So the only thing that makes sense is that you're saying that to, like, everyone you come across.
Yeah.
Everyone that doesn't look like, oh, what happened to you?
Like, I'm part dragon. I imagine I look like quite different.
Magnificent.
No,
Yeah.
you're not part dragon. You're a dragon man.
Well, yeah.
That is like a halfway combination between a person and a wolf thing.
Well, it's a halfway combination of a person and a dragon thing.
But that still has.
That's a half combination of an elf and something else.
But that still has.
Another elf.
No, I'm like pure elf.
And that's a combination of a beard and a pig.
Damn.
It hangs together.
And I'm basically a combination of a slime and a person. But like that's like still got partially human features, so it does look out of the
This
ordinary.
one here sort of looks at you, sort of cocks his head slightly, like does a whole scratchy kind of thing, like, what have you mean?
You appear,
Kill it.
I probably should have done that. I think it would be a dandruff going on.
you appear to have bestial features.
You also have bestial features.
Yes, but that's part of his species. That is inherent to his species. That does not look like natural special evolution. That looks like it's been magically forced
turns
upon his body.
quickly and then looks behind him again and then catches like sight of like this like grey fur like running around behind him, and then quickly chases it around like 180, then a full 360, and then you just see him chasing his tail inside the watch house.
Telekinesis, sorry, not telekinesis, telepathy. Stop it.
Clearly.
Look at your legs, sir.
And then there's a... What about my feet?
They do not appear to be human feet.
Neither yours.
I'm not a human.
What are you doing here?
We're here to talk to... who are we talking to again?
The abbot?
The abbot.
The abbot.
Oh! You're the ones that rang the bell for us.
Yes.
I don't know why am I doing that accent now.
Good voice, though.
Fucking hell.
It fits for the unspeakable monster man.
I'm an unspeakable monster.
He's like, oh, right. And then starts sort of like, it's almost like hopping forwards, and then like the one hand sort of hits the ground, and then it sort of vaults forward a little more, and then stops.
Kangaroo person.
I saw that in the movie once.
Kangaroo Jack.
It's Tango.
I've not seen Tango.
There's kangaroo people in it.
Yeah?
Yeah. They are nightmares.
Oh.
They're friendly, but they are nightmares.
Yeah, anthropomorphic kangaroos don't really work ever.
The Tango?
Kangaroo.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, there was Kangaroo Jack, there was Tank Girl, and then there was
Hey, watch
the Warriors.
Tango. Watch
I hear it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that recently.
It's very good.
I think the Warriors was another one with those kangaroo
Warrior
people.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is that...
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I like what she does. Anyway. This...
She's in Point Break.
Yeah, she was.
Oh,
That was it.
We're
That's
gonna,
the
we're
only-
gonna reboot Ryan. Somebody get a paperclip.
She hasn't
Find the
been,
hole at the bottom of the skull.
she hasn't been much. But anyway, if we're gonna have a fight, it should probably be now. So
This thing is sort of like vaulting forward on one sort of knuckled hand, and then basically doing almost like a gorilla run sort of
I
deal.
hate it.
And then stops short, so it turns over his shoulder, and is like, come on.
Why are we
just-
following this beast?
Just via telepathy to everyone. Nobody mentioned that they are bestial. They will just get confused.
This thing is horrible. I do not want to speak to it anymore.
You don't.
I walk over to it, get some jerky out, give it to it, and pet him.
And he's like, and then grabs it out of your hand, and then starts chewing away. And then
Good boy. Come on.
Gotta keep your hands flat so they don't eat your fingers.
Yeah.
all right, you wait here. I'll go get the abbot.
Good boy.
He goes up, opens the doors, sort of, wait.
Immediately I start walking off because I do not do what monster creatures tell me to do.
The front doors of the abbey.
Let's
sort
look
of
for
close.
this. Let's look for this garden.
Really, this is not like. Please stay where you are.
No, we're here to find a garden with a scarecrow. Let's do that.
Very well.
Start exploring the area.
From where you're standing,
Stay within shouting distance, however.
if you look over your left shoulder, you see gardens. They're about 80 feet away, up towards the northern end of the building. You basically see rows of vegetable lines, as well as some fruit, some basic fruit trees.
Is it dusted with snow?
Yeah, there's just light powdering of snow across it.
This way, friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna make me go to that section already.
Friends, really.
Narleg's gonna wait there.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna be respectful to the the abbot.
so you're going up by yourself, or are you going? Who's going?
Why are we not going? This is what we are here to do.
We should,
Are you all interested in finding another side quest for us?
I'm interested
Is-
in.
Is your desire to click on exclamation marks over people's head that great?
Rin, we should at least talk to the owner of this land. It is a generalized part of respect in these people's culture.
I do not care for that.
So you're going by yourself then?
Well, okay. I'm confused as to why no one else is following me, and probably not going to go by myself.
You're following?
Because there's more likely to be more dog.
So the two of you?
I mean, I don't want to, but if he does, yeah.
There's likely to
So
be more dog.
you two wait at the doors. You two going up to the gardens. So
Take a tennis ball.
Dave's gonna follow
So,
with.
full description. Nestled between rising and plunging cliffs are 4 rectangular garden plots enclosed by a 5-foot-high wall of mortared stones.
You could jump that.
I do.
You see this white rabbit sort of jump over and nibble at the tops of a couple of uprooted turnips.
Dave
and
immediately attacks that.
Dave's not there.
No, Dave is
Dave's
there.
not here, man.
Dave
Oh,
is
we can't keep on doing that fucking line every time. I do it every fucking
Dave's
time.
following us.
Yeah. Well, like Narleg wants to keep an eye on what the fuck's going on in both where he is and where you guys are. He wants to make sure you guys don't do something stupid.
Oh, we gotta do
Okay.
something stupid.
The,
I know.
the next part,
You can't tell Ren what to do.
What else do we see, guard?
you also... Go on. You call me God.
Would you like to have more than is really... Okay.
Of course, it's a bloody good idea.
To be fair, DM would actually be higher than a god because he's technically controlling what the gods are doing. But
That's just another God.
yeah,
God's all the way up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Elephants
Beyond
all the way
Darkness
down.
versus like God's all the way up, yeah. And at the top, I'll let you.
There's turtles and
Um,
the elephants.
So yeah, 2 lifeless scarecrows with stuffed gullets and sackcloth heads hanging from wooden crosses pounded into the cold, hard earth.
I know this one. One of them is going to lie. One of them is going to...
The Abbey's east wing looms over the garden. Its shattered windows dark and disturbing. A door leads into a forlorn edifice, which apparently isn't as abandoned as one might have hoped. From within come the laughter and wailing of things that should not be.
Oh.
Like the guards.
So beyond, you can hear laughter and wailing coming from the east wing.
Okay.
Laughter
So we've gone
and-
around the east side of the abbey. Is that right?
I think I said north before because I had the map too the wrong way.
Do we hear this, or is it just them?
It's just those guys that are up there.
Well, and Dave.
Not the nerds who decided to stay put where they were told.
And I was serious. Like Dave is genuinely attacking that rabbit.
Oh, so like chasing after like.
Yeah, it's a part of like just Gazer's
A rabbit
thing.
is
Is like
willing to
they'll
come
attack
to
small
this
animals
area.
and children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because how many of those dog creatures are here? I would have thought they would have chased the rabbit.
But they never catch it though. They just run around in circles.
Frostway.
Okay. What is your...
Wait, are we seriously?
Well, he's got to do it.
He's a monster. Literal monster.
Did you just fucking murderfy a rabbit?
Dave murderfied a rabbit.
You're Dave, man.
Yeah.
Dave's here, man.
Well, yeah.
Fresh life into them.
They're all dead, Dave.
But yeah,
Yeah, like Dave's gonna attack a rabbit.
yeah. Dave attacks a rabbit. It's not going to fucking hold up to anything.
Rabbit cast counter spell.
So yeah, you're in the garden.
I will go and stand in the middle of the garden and see what I perceive.
I will investigate.
Stand within the garden and see what you perceive. That's pretty much exactly as of
Described.
I just
You see
I'm waiting.
everything he just said repeated. But the rabbit's dead now.
The rabbit's now a rabbiticle.
Alright. I guess go over and inspect the scarecrows.
Yep. Okay. There is one that's sort of on the northern side of the garden and one on the southern side of the garden.
I did not expect there to be two scarecrows.
Which one do you want to check out first?
The south side.
Yep.
Should I flip the coin for that?
Okay, fine. You can flip what you want.
It's the south side.
South side? Okay. So you get up towards the scarecrow, and yeah, it's a pretty effective one. You don't see any ravens hanging around this area. It's doing its job relatively well. It's not a scare rabbit, thankfully, or sadly. Depends on how you want to look at it. I'm pretty sure Dave's done a pretty good job with that anyway.
Oh, he's eating it.
Oh god.
So Dave's not paying attention to what we're doing right now? Excellent.
Yeah, you want to check out the skull?
Hello, friend Scarecrow. We are here on the path of destiny to recruit you into our mission.
The scarecrow stares back at you. It's got this two odd-sized buttons sewn onto look like eyes. One's significantly larger than the other, and he just continues to stare forward.
The other one's like, wait, over here.
And it's in the cloth that makes up the head. It's got this like baling twine used to stitch within to make it look like a smile. So it's basically got eyes and a mouth. From beneath the sack, you can see bits of straw sort of coming out.
Was that the south one?
Yes.
I'll investigate the north one.
All right.
I do not believe this thing will answer. Perhaps it needs some kind of brain.
I'm so glad you said.
I don't think.
Oh, you've been working on that. You've been waiting for that one for 6 months.
I had a D&D game, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Oh, boy.
I don't think either of you two are going to be able to provide it with a brain.
Zing.
So going to the north one, similar sort of setup. They're not identical because they're both sort of just roughly thrown together to look human-esque. But yeah, they're both sack head, clothing, stuffed with straw.
Is there anything I can roll to inspect it closer?
Sure, that'll be an investigation.
So,
Oh, I have a +0. 9.
9?
We go for nearly an
18
hour to get to this abbey, and we still haven't talked to the abbots.
But I'm having quite a conversation with the scarecrow.
With the scarecrow, yes.
So you're picking through your one there, and you sort of patting out, trying to look through the clothing, looking at the straw, shuffling through, and so picking through your one there, as you sort of looking around the head and everything like that, it sort of knocks back slightly. And you just see this glint of like silver underneath the head, basically the neck sort of part goes into the shirt. Just tucked within the straw, you see this point of silver coming through. Barring further in.
I will investigate closer. That is not something you usually see in Scarecrow.
You sort of pull some of the straw aside and you see a pendant. Much like that.
I take 2 very large steps backwards.
Yep.
And, well, do like an Arcana or a History check. Possibly some Detect Magic in there as well. Because that thing looks occult as fuck.
I'm inspecting the other Scarecrow right now, so call me over whenever you feel you need the help of a plucky monk.
A plug.
No. Show some respect.
Okay.
Show some respect for the plucky monk.
It's a magical item in the fact that it's been imbued with holy power. So you can get the sense of
Holy power.
It's not a mundane item, but it's not arcane.
It's been down too long in the midnight sea.
I wonder if you know anyone who's like religious or someone who's not about religion.
I know about
It's
religion.
definitely like
I actually don't. I know a monk. And I know a guy with telepathy. and an eyeball.
an alien.
Well, like, yeah.
What you got over there, Rin?
I'll probably pick it up.
You're probably picking it up.
While he's
Well, you're
doing that,
actually
I'm
picking
like eviscerating the Scarecrow on the other end. Like I haven't found anything. I'm like pulling it apart and like covered in hay and straw.
Hey, Em. I think Rin's got something here.
No, there is nothing in this Scarecrow. I am destroying it out of frustration.
Okay. Yeah. Your one there basically just explodes into a big cloud of like fragmented straw and fragments of fairly rotten clothing since it's been out in the weather for some time. You're dragging your one out, basically dragging the symbol out.
Yeah, at least to like pick it up and have a crack at it. Some of these things you have.
I mean, he
to,
did
you
say
have to pick up.
holy energy. He didn't say whether it was a like evil holy or good holy. Like you could just be picking up a.
It could be holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be holy, I'm going to blow you up.
That's nice. Like that.
It's entirely possible that's what it is, but why he's probably picking it up.
So yeah, you
Probably
sort
gonna
of
be
grab
eventually.
hold of it and start to pull the holy symbol out, and it's got a chain around it as well, just like files through. And as you've pulled the last little bit out, the last little
Lightning
straw
bolt comes out of the sky.
TPK for some reason.
You're not even there.
There's 3 TPKs in this game. You found the second one. Well done. As soon as
We already found the
the
first one.
chain breaks,
3 witches appear.
breaks through the last bit of straw, the chain sort of falls against the back of your hand, and you hear the sound of like movement in the earth below.
I put it back.
It's too late for that because you just sort of see coming up through the ground like these spectral hands and everything, like just like pulling themselves out of the ground.
May have broken magic seal here, guys. May have broken magic seal.
Well, Nala can see this.
Just start.
And I
running.
think
How far away did you guys go from us?
I think it's like 100, 200 feet.
it's only like 80, 90 feet away.
And
You
how?
can get there at a sprint.
Like, do you always know what your familiar's doing?
As long as we're within 1 mile of each other, we share every sense.
that gets confusing, surely.
Not really.
If you're doing 2 separate things.
Well, like, have you ever looked in 2 different directions at the same time?
No.
No,
I have. It actually feels perfectly normal.
that doesn't sound normal at all.
No, I was already on 1 liter of coffee at the same time, but
That still doesn't make it any more normal. All right,
it feels normal.
everyone roll an initiative, but it's going to take a couple of turns for you guys to get there.
12.
12.
I got a +5 initiative.
15.
8.
Good job.
I'm still dealing with this other
was yours,
Scarecrow
15?
situation.
Yeah. So about that
Eight.
TPK.
No, that's fine.
He wasn't lying.
These are fine.
Yeah, the thing behind them though.
It's fine. All in all, you see 7 of these creatures pull themselves out of the ground.
Over my shoulder as I'm running the fuck away. Yep, 7. Bye.
All right.
He's a monk. He can take care of himself.
I'm going to do 4 of them on you. 3 of them are going up to you since you're the 2 that are there.
Seems fair.
And Dave is just floating.
Yeah, I was about to say he could just go up.
Yeah, he's just like going further up.
So you guys should learn to trust Rin's instincts in these matters.
It's a point in your favor.
Okay.
Translation? Nah.
What's your AC? Good.
What your instincts of attacking
Good
are
question.
perfectly
I gotta
harmless,
make sure that I have
Scarecrow.
the shield equipped. I'm not sure if I do. I do.
This is a really good die.
Stop trying to destroy them, then.
Is it less than 13?
No, it's minimum.
I've only
Minimum
got
14.
so 1 hit out of that.
Would you have major armor on?
Because you're taking. That's wrong dice. Oh, that's worse. 3 damage. Because I rolled shite. And 3 of them hit you.
I'm at armor 18.
It's okay.
Never mind.
He's a
2 of them
mage.
was
3 damage
natural
is
ones. The
probably
other
half
4
your
hit
hit.
Yeah, that was the end of the day.
What are these things?
They are large, ghostly creatures wielding long swords.
Damn. It's now
Yeah,
become
sort of ghostly looking long swords.
You'd
become
think
more of
you'd
a
think the swords would do
Dio
more
album
damage.
now.
Roll 1
Oh,
on the damage roll.
oh.
Okay, first up after those guys is Wayu.
Scarpa.
Okay. So backing way the fuck up, just like wheeling back on his heels. Shield up towards danger. Can I put my back up against something like how far? Like that 15-foot high wall? Is that within radius?
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. All right. Wheel back as like far back as I can. Back up against that wall, and aiming towards.
Well, you got a group of 4 that were attacking on you.
Are they attacking with melee?
These ones were, yeah. And there was 3 that drifted over and attacked you.
Yeah. Would my 4, but then plus his 3 be within a 30-foot cone? Just asking for a friend.
They can be.
All right then. That's fine.
Is this a deck save sort of situation?
I was literally just asking.
No?
No.
Could it be?
It's charisma save.
No. Balls.
Attack of opportunity?
Did you actually pull out of their melee range?
Did I?
Oh, that's what I'm asking. They did attack you, and you're saying that you backed off as far as you can?
Yeah, if that's out of...
Just so you're going to take the reaction and try and swipe at you as you pull away. Oh my god.
More ones?
Sorry?
More ones?
I don't... What was your AC total, including your shield?
14.
1 hit.
I'm not actually immune to poisons. I'm immune to
That was a
disease.
bit better. That's 12 damage
So you
on the
did get a
on
lot
that
of
attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I've got a very, also
Wait,
very
why am
high
I-
saving throws.
Why am I on your side in this?
But yeah, now it's...
Unless I would
Now you can do your big
it
cone attack if you want to do that.
Cool.
Big bang attack.
That is going to be a wisdom saving throw then.
Oh god. Okay. What's the
Am I caught in this?
16.
16?
Hang on, I'm doing damage. I'll be right with you.
Okay, out of the group that were originally on you, 2 pass, 2 fail. And on him.
So 2. We got some
And
fail.
only 1 passes in the group on Rin.
Do I need to roll as well?
30 foot was it?
Yeah, let me just check and make sure.
I think in your current position you're just outside of it.
Neat. He's a good wizard. His spells are strong.
I told you,
What
a
about
deck
Dave?
of cards told you,
Where
like
is
how
Dave?
much.
Wherever
What
the
do you
rabbit would be, but like 10 feet higher.
You're safe at that position.
Okay.
Okay, so they all the ones that were affected anyway, take a dash action away from me because they are seeing a phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears.
Neat.
Oh, so they're frightened.
What spell was that?
That was fear.
Nice.
The Grim Reaper.
Oh, that's probably what it was. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know those 2 attack rolls I did on you? I'm just going to roll the disadvantage for them. One of them still hit, the second one, so you can knock 3 health. Put 3 health back on yourself. Did I hit one on you?
Didn't you only take 3?
No, you missed.
I did 12 on the second one.
So what am I doing?
What?
I'm putting 3 back.
Gain 3 health back.
Alright, lost 3, lost 12, adding 3 back. Yep. Cool.
Did I hit you at all?
I don't think you hit me.
No, I don't think it's you.
Okay. You rolled once. Right?
Yeah, I just realised it's daytime. These guys are going to roll disadvantage.
Ah! Stupid ghosts.
So yeah,
Trying to intrude into Apollo's kingdom.
and they have to dash the full
Easy
distance,
there,
though?
bedroom.
Hang on, let me double check. I think it was...
Can we see this? Or is I...
Yeah, you can
Okay.
see where this is going on.
I did consider naming.
They take the
my guy
dash
bedroom.
action
Should have.
and move away from me.
Okay,
So I'm guessing like the
That's your name.
straightest line away from me.
and that's
the
during their
dash.
turn or immediately.
When frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from
Okay.
you by the safest spellable route.
Okay. So 2 of the ones that are closer to you sort of move and basically head towards where the other group is attacking you. One of the ones out of that group peels off further and basically goes past your...
Can I opportunity attack?
That kind of goes past your...
I'm gonna do that.
if it helps at all. Well, it doesn't. Avrot, it's not Avrot.
I like it.
Nala, you're up next.
Does
Sorry,
14 hit?
Koi. Sorry.
Yes.
10 damage.
Nice. Alright.
Blown away. Yeah, I
Alright.
had such plans for fixing them up.
Alright. So, now like seeing what's going on through Dave's eyes,
Did you do damage? The thing
is
that you
going
do
to
damage.
tell Ulrich what's going
I
on.
don't really do damage.
Ulrich, they're getting attacked outside by ghosts.
I thought you said we could see this.
You can see it as well, but he's also
Oh, yeah.
he's also assuming that you're unobservant.
Yep. Fair enough.
And he's going to run as far close as he can.
How fast is your horse?
I actually...
It'd be about 60 feet to the to where the actually. Oh, actually, what sort of range you got?
He's got run speed of 30 feet,
Yeah,
and
what
most of his spells have like a range of 90.
I suppose I can get back on fairly quickly.
You can walk in there and do some attack.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
That's
It's
what
a
I'm
war
gonna
horse, right?
do. So
Yeah.
what ones can I see?
The best ones you got sight on are the 4 ones that are near Rin.
Ooh, I could do 2 weapon fighting.
Okay. He's going to hex one of them.
Yes.
Add your ability modifier. to
Yes.
Huh?
He's been using Hex a lot in the other game.
Yeah.
Hex is
Hex is actually pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Just doesn't really matter which one, and give it disadvantage on dexterity checks. Yeah, I'm gonna say
60
dex
feet
checks.
speed on a horse.
Okay.
And then Eldritch Blast on it.
It's obviously
2
double
times.
that if it's running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
dash.
shit, natural 20. Nice. And
didn't realise I
13.
could do 2.
So natural 20 and a 20.
Yep.
I didn't realise I could do 2 weapon fighting.
And that's D10.
Everybody can. It's just you don't have your proficiency bonus.
So
Yeah.
5.
But only on the second weapon.
Yeah.
And this is on the Hexed character, is it?
And
Yep.
that's only to damage, though. as far
5,
as
6.
I can tell.
5, 6, and 6.
17 damage a lot?
Yep.
Alright.
Crits are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you
Anything
don't
else?
add the ability modifier to
Hmm?
the damage.
Anything else?
So to
Yeah,
hit,
Dave
it's
is
still
going to attack
exactly
that
the
same one.
Okay, do it.
Cool.
Cute. So that's 1, that's a dazing ray. And 2, which is a
Which
fear
is
ray.
essentially just a
So you're
not
going to try and
plus
confuse it
3.
and fear it. So
Okay.
DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
For both of them?
Mm-hmm.
So the days pass and pass on the other one as well.
Alright, and he's just going to raise another 10 feet because they're ghosts. You don't know if it can attack him from a distance.
Alright. Next up is
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Yep.
Sorry. I've got the old names in here and I've got to update them.
How far away are they?
If you want to get into your melee range, you might have to do a run.
Well,
So
I was
from
just...
from your
Yeah,
current
so I'm
position,
debating
so
jumping on the horse and
10,
running over.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. About 70 feet to get to melee.
I'm going to get on the horse and then have it move over there. Now, because it's 60 feet, But it's an action to get on the horse, I'm guessing.
I think it's a bonus
I
action.
think it's bonus action. Just get up on the horse.
Oh, so a bonus action and a move, and I can still make a normal action.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Because I've got a 10 feet reach, so that's 60 feet. It can go at a normal movement. I've got a 10 feet reach on my glaive. I'm going to attack.
You are everywhere you need to be.
Yep. So...
What?
Been bugging me for hours.
What?
The wire was on top of the wire.
So 2 attacks. I guess, yeah, on just whatever's closest one. Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Then they both hit.
Yep. What is your weapon? Is it magical or anything along those lines? Or is it a mundane weapon?
It's a mundane weapon.
Cool.
Yeah, I had figured that this would happen, but my character wouldn't necessarily know that, so...
It's a shame my phone can't take photos.
17 damage, which I'm guessing it ignores.
Yeah, no damage whatsoever.
Yeah, fair enough. I can deal with that.
And Rin. And you see the Ulrich sort of ride up, and then basically his massive blade just like passes straight through the body with no
But your
influence whatsoever.
freaking fists are magical weapons, aren't they?
Also, my stick is magical.
Yes. Yeah, so...
Magic stick.
So I've got 2
I need
on
a
me
magic
still.
You've got 3 on you and 1 that ran past you.
I thought I had 3 on me.
You had 3 originally, 2 ran from him,
Yeah.
and then basically ended up
Oh,
near you, and then one of the ones that was already on you ran past you. So with the grand total
so now I've got 4 on me.
4. One of them is hexed.
Sorry, just as an aside, I can make an additional action to shove a creature.
That's only as a bonus action, I think.
Oh, I already used it for get on the horse. Yeah, okay, yeah, good point. Sorry.
Smacking a ghost. Like, winds up with the staff, just like swings horizontally. 12.
12, that just misses.
And then on the backswing, 17.
That definitely hits.
13 damage.
And this is the one that's already taken some damage?
I wouldn't have been noticing what...
True. Okay, let's do that. Done.
And I'm going to spend a key point.
Do a flurry of blows.
To do a flurry of blows.
I heard what you did.
What?
Who said flurry of blows?
A flurry of blows. That's a hit.
Yep.
It's a d6 plus 5. 9 damage.
9 damage.
With my ghostly fists of being able to hit ghosts.
Who are you going to call? Ghost Fister.
Yes, that seems fair.
That works. It's what you did. You fisted a ghost.
Is that one still there?
Yes.
And I will just spin around and kick it.
Yep.
Like a fucking
Like a monk.
like Jean-Claude Van Damme. 20.
Yep.
The ballet dancer?
He was in Predator. It's 9.
No, he was initially in Predator. They cut his scenes.
9 damage, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was in Predator.
I think he is a predator.
Yeah.
He's certainly some kind of predator.
Okay.
How's that ghost looking?
It's been punched.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Punch ghost.
So I've got 2 on you.
Yep.
That are going to wind up with their swords.
I really need a magical weapon.
And that's got disadvantage, which misses.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can as a spell, but I just doesn't.
How long does that
just
fear
need
last
to
for,
do
or is it
magic
just the
weapon.
burst and then it's done?
No, it keeps going on each of their turns. They keep running.
Although my shield is
from
magic, I
me.
just bash the thing with my
Hang on,
shield.
let me find the thing.
Well, this thing's like another turn.
Take the dash action and move away from me by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. So I think it just keeps going until it can't see me anymore. If the creature ends its turns in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of you, then the creature must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, so I've got to get out of line of sight before I can try to make a wisdom save. Okay, the one that ran past you and took the hit, basically keeps going and then like drifts through the wall.
Is it frightened?
Yes.
Is it within 10 feet of me? Or is it, 30 feet of me? Or whatever it is?
Isn't that part of your divine ability?
My aura. Basically anything nearby, because of my aura, they can't move.
But it's not. Don't.
Do you need to specially activate it, or is that just always on?
No, my aura's just on. But wait, I need to double check this.
Sort of a rock in a hard place.
All frightened creatures within 10 feet have their speed reduced to 0 and take 4 psychic damage if they're starting.
Okay, the one that's moving now is outside of 10 feet, but there are a couple in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one here basically drifts through the wall on the far side
If
of
you
the
can
garden,
frighten stuff and it's near me, it's useful.
Yeah, I thought you were saying that it stops them,
it's-
but
it's
no,
still-
it slows them down
still
and hurts
scared.
them. So that's like fucking
It's
synchronicity.
still scared. So the ones that are within the 10 feet, well, they just can't move at all,
Their speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah.
So
and there's nothing else in.
if they start their turn in my aura, then they take 4 psychic damage.
Okay, those two take full side hit.
So you can do damage.
How do you like being scared now? Ah, ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Wah, 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 wah.
I had to do it.
Alright, the two remaining ones that can actually attack are going to swing on you. No, I already know that's not good. Alright. Why you?
I should
Okay.
have just done Divine Smite.
So I've still got 2 on
Yeah,
me
2 on you still.
in melee range. Then that is going to be, well, honestly, basically the same thing, but with a little bit more flavour to it.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing, but ramped up. So this is Phantasmal Killer. Da-da-da-da.
Phantasmal Killer.
Is that like Ghost Face Killer?
No, you know what?
Exactly.
No, it's,
Screw that. That's
it's
going to be like literally
Avalon
the same
Killer.
thing again.
Pretty sure Phantasmal Killer is a spell that fucked with you guys during the witches fight.
It was what killed
Yeah,
him,
alright.
right?
Step 1, Mage Armor.
Yep.
That's it. That's my action.
You didn't already have Mage Armor?
You've got a shield these days.
So
can just-
that is 17 AC now.
I don't want to be able to hit you guys. Stop being hard to hit.
Hey, my armor's only
Alright.
15.
Stop being out in the daytime.
He's right. Kill Mitch's character.
My armor's only 15. Don't worry about it. You can still hit me.
Mine's only
Forget
20.
about
But you're fucking 70 miles that way.
So? Doesn't mean you can't hit me.
It's harder to hit him when he's in a different zip code.
I'll just get this spell.
Best defense is not being there.
Yeah, I'll just get spell snipers,
Oh,
which
nuts.
all my invocations for the Eldritch Blast ones.
Sorry.
These guys have got multi-attack and I have been rolling it.
Well, they've been in the ground for a while, so maybe they forgot.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't we have that thing?
You
that
order?
thing where we attacked like a bunch. Oh, what was that called? We had multiple attacks. I've been in the ground so long.
You all done here?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Next up is... Nalik.
Well, Narlag is actually out of spells now, so he's just going to keep casting Eldritch Blast on that one that he cast it on. Well, last time.
Didn't we have a long rest?
Yeah, but he only has 2 spell slots, and he used one on what's his face.
2 spells.
That's a warlock.
Could you get me the dice?
Alright, do your Eldritch Blast.
Could you just pass it over the top of the table like a person? Thank you.
That's an 8 plus 7. That's 15.
Yep.
Cool. The next one, another 15.
Yep.
Baller. Pew pew. So that's 8 on the first one. I think that's a 10. Is that a 10? Yeah, that's a 10. So 11.
Alright.
19.
Nice.
That did more damage than the one that critted.
Okay. So you're done?
Oh, no.
Oh, Dave.
Dave. Another Fiore. That's not a massive angle. Another Fiore. Got to fucking.
And failed the second one.
Well, it was a Dazing Ray again anyway, so yeah.
Is which one?
Dazing Ray.
Okay, which
Any duplicates I have to re-roll. So it was
Okay.
1 Fiore, 1 Dazing Ray. They're both the same phase. Both the same save though.
The second one I failed.
Okay. So speed is halved and has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
That probably doesn't mean anything at this point.
Alright, next up is... Yeah, Ulrich.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me 1d4 radiant damage. So that basically turns my weapon magical.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my weapon and get 2 19s.
I'm going to do that thing.
Mm.
2 19s, yep.
If only that was a crit.
You just have to be champion fighter.
Mm.
It's a great class. You should definitely play champion fighter.
So that becomes...
So
oh,
the
Jesus.
cavalry
2 9. So I rolled 2 19s and then 2 9s.
Champion was the worst to receive.
So 24. Oh, plus the spell I just cast, which I've already forgotten what that was.
D4s.
Yes, D4s. Thank you. 4 plus. Holy shit! Those were very good rolls. That's 7, 16 plus 32.
Jesus.
Just hold on a second. That's 2 hits, right? You're
So
attacking
16 plus 16.
Okay, you're attacking a group of ghosts. You should check to see that one of those attacks doesn't just fucking kill the thing that you're.
Well,
attacking.
yeah, okay. So it was 2 attacks, 16. If I killed one on the first, I would have obviously gone for a second.
Okay. That one, the first one you struck on before, that's it's still going, but it's pretty hurt.
Yeah.
So that's with the total 32 done to it.
How's the one I hexed?
Sorry?
How's the one I hexed?
That's hurting the most.
Yeah, nice.
So that's both your attacks.
That is correct, sir.
Rin.
All right, so I've got 4 on me, and 2 of them can't attack, or don't seem
Yep,
to be able to attack.
2 of them can't attack. One of those, and one of them has been. One of the ones that can attack has been sliced by him.
Okay.
The other one that
And
can
there's
attack
2
is
on.
Weasel.
There's 2 on.
Why?
Why?
Yep.
All right. Just to change this shit up, I am going to spend a key point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if any are in my range and they take anyone other than me as well, I get attack opportunity on them.
I'm spending a key point to do Step of the Wind, where I take a disengage as a bonus action. I am going to flip over the top of the ghosts that are fighting me.
Yep.
And position myself between Wayu and the ghosts that are beating up on him.
Yep.
So like fucking cartwheels and spins
Sure.
and shit. And then land there and then attack one of the ghosts that was attacking Wayu.
No worries.
Because I figure I saw the wizard flailing madly at the ghost attacking me. So I'm going to attack that ghost.
Do it.
21.
Oh yeah.
And a D8. 14 damage.
Yep.
And a second hit. That'll do it too. That's 22. And 10 damage.
Alrighty. Puncho, go ghosts. Anything else? Or you're
That's all I got.
Okay. So, the ghost that was far enough away from you that got behind cover is now going to try. Natural 20 on the fear check, so he's fine.
Yep.
The 2 that are in your range can't do anything. And they're going to take 4, don't they?
Yeah, they take 4 straight out.
That is a vulnerability.
Yep.
And it's going to get even better eventually.
Well, once I get to 18, it moves to 30 feet.
So that's all the feared ones done. Okay.
I have 2
the
separate fear-based spells.
The 2 that you've jumped on,
Yeah.
are going
So
to
what's the first
attack
one
you.
It's fear, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, my guy's designed to run in,
It's
yell at things,
multi-attack.
Well, it's not very
Miss.
hard to overcome that because it's only like DC 30.
Ting, ting, ting,
Well, they're
ting.
scared.
But
like,
yeah, while they're scared, they can't.
He's,
move,
he's
they
like
can't
they're swinging
escape,
spectral swords, and he's
they
sort of
take
like
damage.
leading them aside with his fingers.
Oh, and I can shove people with my shield.
I got 2 attacking on you.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Your AC is like 20
Second attack.
isn't it?
Nope. High AC and having disadvantage on everything is
And that's before I cast
bad.
spells to up it as well.
Yeah. All right. Wait. You have a monk protecting you now. You have a monk tank.
We just got the wizard. I don't want him dying to ghosts.
It's just got today. I don't want to break my new toy.
I just got my collector's edition YU.
It's
Mint
new
in
car
box.
owner syndrome. You're driving real careful with it because you just got it. So you're focusing on one of them. So
I mean,
far?
I hit one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
far.
But they're both attacking me, so.
Yeah, but you've only wailed on one of them so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Then I will lean over and cast Phantasmal Killer, which is the one I was going to do before. Which is the same thing. Fear, it's not area effect, that's against one of them, and it's a Wisdom 16.
Will it be the one that didn't get attacked?
It's the other one.
Yeah.
The one that didn't get attacked.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I rolled 2.
The only thing it has to fear.
I'm pretty
is
sure I
fear
don't
itself.
have a
And Phantasmal
modifier
Killer.
of 14 or better. So yeah.
Do you remember the one that killed the water bear?
Yes. Yeah?
Mm. Tardigrades.
Tardigrades.
9
That was a good South Park episode.
plus 21?
21 damage.
21 damage.
Holy shit.
4d10.
Oh boy.
And
That seems like it can kill people.
Good thing they're already dead.
Actually, what damage type is that?
psychic.
Oh, good.
Is it, when you say good,
Well, it means
good
it
for
means
you or good for us?
well, good for the sake of us going home at some point.
Excellent. Yeah, so it's feared, but this one doesn't say anything about running away.
Yeah, fear just basically has disadvantage
Yeah.
while it can see you, it can't move closer to you.
You guys are all about status effects.
It can't.
I'm
They
probably
can't
gonna start
attack
fighting.
me either, or is that charm? Or it has disadvantage on attacking me, or I forget.
Okay, frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight, and it cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Cool. Okay, so disadvantage like across the board, not just me.
Yeah. Alright, next up is Nalag.
Narlag is going to Eldritch Blast the one that he already attacked.
Yep, the hexed one.
Yep. So that's 12.
12 misses.
So, oh, sorry, that was 12 for damage.
Okay, what was the hit roll?
That was an 18 plus 7.
Okay, yep.
Still alive?
No, it dies on that one there.
Oh, right. Transferring the hex to whatever one is closest to it.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is one of the ones that he's been wailing on.
Yep. So that's 15 plus 7 for attacking.
Yep.
10 damage.
Alright.
And Dave. Another Fear Ray. Another Charm Ray. Sorry, Dazing Ray. So DC 12 Wisdom saving throw twice.
Okay, first one fails, second one fails.
Cool. So it's feared again and has disadvantage on attack
Well,
rolls.
this one is now feared. This
Yeah.
one wasn't feared previously.
Everyone's scared, except for us, the people being attacked by ghosts.
How are ghosts not
Yeah,
immune to
why
fear?
would they not be immune to fear?
Alright. Cool.
Usually they are.
These ones are.
This is a special kind of ghosts. These ones have something to
They
live
do,
for.
and here's
They're
the thing,
swords.
They do have some conditioned immunities. Fear's not on the list.
Poison.
Anyway, next
I'm
up.
assuming poison is.
Yeah. Next up is Ulrich.
Okay.
Kill a
Are
ghost.
any of them in a line from me?
With a little bit of shuffling, they can be.
How many?
3.
How many total are we facing?
6 now.
6.
6 total. One of them is
Away.
deader than dead.
There's one that's
Double
sort of
dead.
behind a wall.
Yeah. So you got 5 in the immediate sort of area,
Now, does this count as an attack action?
and the 3 in your melee range are all feared.
That's a very interesting watch.
It's just an action, so it's not an attack action, is it?
It's new. Where'd you get it from?
Your breath weapon.
Internet.
Yeah.
Your breath
China.
is an action.
Was a
So you only do one as
Kickstarter.
opposed to 2.
Well, it's more that if I make an
The
attack
brain's
action,
going
I
quite
can
well.
also, as a bonus, bash things with my shield.
Also, you can attack twice. You can't press
That was
twice.
a Kickstarter
Yeah.
project, but went now.
Just attack. There's no point wasting my
Yeah,
that spell,
not
so
the-
I'll just attack twice again.
And your magic buff things last for a while, yeah?
A minute.
Yeah, that's
10 rounds.
Alright.
Does 10 hit?
No. You're looking for 4
Then I missed one. Uh, 16.
16 hits.
No, 16 damage.
Oh, sorry. And that one there is toast.
I bash the other one into the ground.
Sure. This just happens, doesn't it?
It's just prone, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's a scared prone ghost.
Is that the one I already feared?
This is not. No. It is the other one, the one that he feared.
Okay.
The one that you feared is the one that you feared is also the one you've hexed.
Ah, cool.
So they can't move anyway, basically.
Hmm.
If I can move closer to any that are feared, I will.
I'm really going to have to start doing fucking tokens and models again because this is all the status effects and everything that's going on. It's going to get really, really confusing.
And I've got auras around me.
I just punch things, Ryan. I'm trying to make it easy for you. Oh wait, I can stun things.
Oh my god!
I'll do a stunning strike next time. It'll be cool.
If it helps, it's your turn. It's probably not going to help me.
Okay, I'm going to smack the one that I smacked already with my stick. Sort of like a rising blow.
Yep.
16?
Yep.
8. 10 damage.
Nice. Good hit.
And then bring it back down. No, that's a 1. No, that's a 1.
That's a natural one.
A natural 1. So it's sort of it's a rising attack and then whoops, down I go. Like a Jackie Chan thing.
You really should have been Drunken Master Monk.
But in a cool Jackie Chan way, I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows, and as I wheel backwards, I bicycle kick the ghost in front of me. So that's 14?
14 hits.
And that's a d6 plus 5. 7 damage.
Yep.
And a dex save to be knocked prone.
Natural 20.
Fine. I'm going to kick him again. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
And I got another 10 damage.
That one there, you basically like kick and it's just like...
it was a very cool scene.
Shove is actually, they've got an opposed roll of athletics against my opposed roll of athletics, but I got a +6 to it, so...
Yeah, see, I didn't even roll enough to be able to beat your plus.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Chances are I'll beat it, yeah.
Right. Even if you got a natural 1.
I beat up a ghost with Kung Fu.
So...
That's pretty cool.
It comes back around to the white
I have
turn.
watched that movie. Yeah. It's a pretty good movie.
So I've got 2 in range of you that still have fear on them.
So they take 4 damage.
One of them just dies from it.
Yay!
Which is the one with your hex
I'm
on it.
useful.
Yay.
And the other one... You can't transfer the hex if you don't kill it, or is it...
I know I can just transfer the hex if it dies. I just has to use my bonus action.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the one white that's left in the fight over with you two...
The one who's phantasmal killered.
Right. What do I have to do now?
Good job no selling it.
At the end of each turn, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 4.
And it is just frightened as a stat, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
It has disadvantage on its attacks.
Which it already has disadvantage.
Just more disadvantage.
So it's going to try and attack you. What is your AC?
18.
See, I'm useful for like lots of
I actually
things,
hit.
but as soon as we get to a boss...
I rolled 19 and a
all
15
shit,
plus
then
4.
I'm not going to be any good.
Bullshit!
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Good for
multi
like
attack.
clearing out swaths of anything.
But as soon as we start face someone who's immune
Let me
to
just do this one
frightened, then I get useless. And meanwhile, I'm still
All
a
damage?
paladin, so I can still do other
That's
stuff, but not...
that's a decent amount of damage. Ryan's actually done damage.
How much was that?
12.
To who?
To me. I know you don't care.
And the second attack definitely misses. Just all.
Now does he explode with psychic damage?
Oh yeah, what's my save at the end?
16.
I don't save, so I take another roll to damage.
14 plus 16.
16
sorry,
total?
14 plus
9.
21, 22, 23.
23?
Yep.
Really?
Three 7s and a 2. That is 21 plus 2.
If you rolled, one less, you'd be alive. That was exactly what you needed. He's basically like you see like the face like contort into like the shriek.
He stabs me with his ghostly blade and then whiffs, and then
it's just like this scream from the grave, and it's just like it just explodes outwards.
It's a ball of fight, guys.
Does it collapse in on itself?
What are you referencing?
I don't know, just every monster movie ever where there's a ghost.
Oh, yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
All right. So those ones are done. I got the one that undid the fear is going for the closest one that it can get. It basically drifts back through the wall. It comes up to you.
Come on, motherfucker.
Roll a natural 1. So I'm now going to roll on one of the other guys that are in the combat, which I hit. All right. Oh wait, disadvantage. Still hit.
I do like having a guy who's got high AC. As opposed to my wizard who was just fucking useless.
He was over there.
Yeah, yeah. Chucking fireballs from very, very far away.
He's going to try and take a second swing
Probably
at you.
what he's got to be doing soon.
And misses.
I got one less AC than he does.
Alright.
I'm fine.
So,
What is your AC?
17.
Wait.
Yes.
You're up.
So what is the lay of the land at the moment?
We got
We've dusted
3.
2 of the ones on us.
3 left alive.
Crank it.
2 left alive, sorry.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. One of them died just from the fear damage from being in range of him. So, yeah, you've got one feared one and one non-feared one attacking the paladin. This whole combination of the fear and your aura and stuff like that, it's going to be an interesting thing going on. You can sort of dance around and
Especially
Him
once
the
it,
ball
moves
in.
once it moves to 30 feet, it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, because they just literally won't be able to move at all.
Yeah. And I also, like, any area of effect spells you guys want to chuck in there as well is fine, because I can use my shield as instead of a dex bonus to ignore pretty much any damage to like things like fireball or anything like that.
Mm.
Well, yeah, that's just me hurting everything towards you with fear.
Yeah.
And then
chuck in a dex save spell,
Mop
and
it
I should be okay.
We'll just do that. We'll do that to Strahd.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Cool.
I am honestly
sorted.
I am honestly kind of regretting using my hex spell because like freaking sickening radiance would have just knocked these fuckers out.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I will lay a hand on my monk friend and say, go to it. With haste.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Mop him up.
What does haste do?
You get an extra attack.
Yeah, it's extra attack action.
You get an extra attack action and 2 AC and advantage on dex saving throws. So you are just invulnerable.
An extra attack action would mean 2 more attacks.
It's an extra attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay, got it.
You don't get to attack 8 times in a turn at max level.
I thought you got a bonus to your distance, like your movement distance or something.
Yeah, you get double speed.
I don't think that's really gonna matter much.
Yeah, not that a monk needs
I turn into the Flash.
Yeah. Yeah. A monk with haste is fucking ridiculous.
Well, hi.
Yes.
I'm Rin, the monk with haste.
Yeah. On my horse, I might be able to catch up to you.
Monk with haste and
I'm
multi-class.
It's only slightly faster than me right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's speed 60. I'm speed 45. If
Yeah.
you double that,
Well, then, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I can't
see if I can beat
That's
Superman.
double 45.
There we go. You gain an additional action. The action can only be used to take the attack, 1 weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use object.
Cool. Is it my turn again?
I think it is.
Before you do that as a free action, I will hold aloft the amulet and call out, by the amulet of Katash, I command you to return to the earth from whence you came, fell beasts.
You know the name of it? When did he tell us the name?
His mind really is broken.
This man really is a... I'm not even gonna say.
Wait and see what happens.
Alright.
You don't know what they know.
We know that you know nothing.
So whose turn is it? Oh yeah, did they take their 4 damage when they attacked? On their turns, basically.
Yeah, Ryan's been doing that.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Okay.
One died from it.
It's yours.
So you skip the bit. Did
No,
they return to the earth
I
from
rolled
whence-
things.
Yeah, and they ignored it.
Yeah. They
You roll to
decided
see
not
if the ghosts start laughing.
What's one of the nearest ones?
The nearest one to you, they're both on him, so...
Oh yeah, and one of them's prone.
Yes.
Yes, one of them was prone because I.
Well, they just had a turn as well, so they just got back up again.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just got back up again.
Yeah.
17?
Yes.
Cool. And I've bonus action move text to that.
I'm going to say you're attacking the one that is not feared.
Okay. It's 10. It's 11 damage.
Yep.
Yep. So that's a natural 19. That's 12 damage. So 11 and 12.
Yep.
Cool. And Dave. Another charm ray. Oh, telekinesis ray. Alright, DC 12 strength save.
Well, they both failed, and the telekinesis especially so.
Alright, cool. It just gets pushed 30 feet away from Dave, which is kind of into the ground because Dave's above them by like 20 feet.
Which it can do, yeah, because it can move through the ground. So yeah, it is now just like.
Yeah. So it says up to 30 feet directly away from Dave.
How far?
Oh god, I'm accidentally making the
wait a
broken
minute.
wizard right.
Wasn't it also feared only on sight of him?
This was the not feared one. The feared one is still.
Okay, because if it's in the ground, it can't see him anymore. And,
That's so good.
Before the army don't get dash.
It's yours.
so wait, so there's one in the ground and there's one the other one's still alive?
Yep, which is
Okay.
the feared one.
Well, I can't go into the ground. So
One of the ground is only 10 feet in.
Sorry?
One of the ground is only about like
10 feet in.
10, 15 feet in.
I'm going to attack it. And does 16 hit?
Yes.
And they both hit.
Alright.
Uh, 3, 5, 10, 16.
16 all up across the both attacks?
All up, yeah. I didn't do
Alright.
on that one.
Okay.
Oh, and athletics or acrobatics check.
I rolled that for one, so I'm back down on the ground.
Well, yeah, I got 24, so...
Alright, Monkman.
Punch the ground.
Feeling
Mop this up.
feeling this energy within him, he catches his breath and sees like
I like how
light
you hasted
stream out
him.
of his mouth.
You hasted him like when there's only 2 things left and they're mostly dead anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Starts like running in a blinding bolt over to the closest one,
Only one.
and starts like holding the staff in the middle and like rolling it round in like a windmill sort of pattern.
Yep.
Like at the end, and then like that thing that I just did awkwardly just then.
But a lot better.
But better because Renzel
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
cooler than that. So he's gonna smack him.
He's also prone, so you got advantage.
That'll help. It's 25.
I love that shield bash thing. It's so useful.
So that is 15 damage.
Yep.
And then
We don't have
again,
any archers, do we?
Because
Yeah,
that's
so,
it.
Yeah.
that's
I
what
did
you
range damage, but
Okay, we don't have any range damage people, basically.
He's like,
like
book.
most of my stuff is safe.
he just keeps spinning.
This is you said those gifs of like the dog that's about to get fed. It's just doing like the zoomies, like tight circle. So yeah.
You're all filled up with Stormlight now. You just got to run around in circles.
He's jiving from one foot to the other.
Okay.
This is good. This is good. I like this.
It
Did
comes
you
down
get
to-
into my crystals, Rin?
I told you I'm not touching your crystals. I do not know what this is, but I really enjoy this.
the white that's been blasted down to the ground sort of pulls itself back out of the ground.
Right, so you killed the
Oh, yeah, one
okay,
hit.
so there's one left.
One
and he
hit
pokes
is-
his head out and just be like,
Goes back down.
More of this.
Now these things don't tend to give up.
no,
All right.
I'm guessing this one wasn't frightened, was it?
No, this is the one. This is the one that wasn't frightened. It basically floats back up, and it's going to go after you
And
because it
regrets his
doesn't see
decision.
you.
I got +2 AC.
Yeah, it doesn't realize you are a fucking blur.
Because you're standing
I
still.
got 20 AC.
Is that all?
So it misses entirely.
It's like the thing in the Matrix where he's like dodging the bullets and he's like all leaning half
Yeah.
backwards and stuff. It's like that. That's what Rin's doing right now.
It literally is
Why?
that slow for him as well.
You have one guy left available. Magic to kill.
All right. How's he looking? Is he above ground?
He's above ground again.
Yeah.
Chances are we're going to kill him fairly quickly.
Yeah. Look, at this point, I'm not really so much for the damage magic, but yeah.
I'm looking forward to what happens in a minute's time when the haste wears off.
You got any more of that haste on you? I'll do it. I'll make you feel good.
I think so. You get a point of exhaustion. Yeah.
No, he just gets stunned for 1 round.
Stuck for 1 round.
There's only 1 round.
Still.
Yeah, I know that.
In
If
combat, that's not
yeah,
great.
in combat, that sucks. But yeah,
That said, if your combat manages to last more than 10 rounds, you're probably in the shitter anyway.
I don't know, only I've taken damage, right? Or you took a little bit at the start.
Why you
Why you took a little bit at the start?
I've taken none.
I think. Well, all the ones that were on you for a long time, they were feared. So
Yeah, and they're just constantly ticking damage. Yeah.
What you doing?
It's fireball. I'll just throw some fire at the
I was gonna say,
damn
just-
thing.
Yeah.
Poof. So fireball is
Use a cantrip.
rolling, so that is going to be 6 plus 8. So 14. Yep. And 2d10. 8 plus 7, so 15.
I actually think
So yeah, this firebolt sort of like hits in sort of the torso area of it and just like explodes outwards and just like burns up all the ectoplasm and everything that this thing is consisted of, and it's just like the last bit is just like the face just like burning away. And that one there is Dunsky.
Damn.
And the fight is over.
How much hit
Yay.
points did you take?
I took 12 damage.
Well, you are now back up to full.
I took 15.
You are also back up to full.
Cool. What else can you do? Hey, hang on.
Well, I mean.
Oh, I know I got 3 back. So, alright, cool.
I mean, what else did you take?
Nice.
Okay. So
Rin's sort of just running around in circles and jumping and doing flips.
And then after a minute, just be like, oh god.
So this amulet you're holding up is what was the symbol of, what did you call it?
It's the Amulet of Kitesh.
Okay.
Can I make a religious roll on that?
Sure.
same.
Arcana.
Ooh.
All about it.
It's a good roll.
21?
Yeah, it is most definitely a holy symbol.
The ghost didn't want you to have that.
Of which.
Fuck them.
Okay. What are they going to do about it?
It would be one. Okay, I'm trying to fit it into the setting that we've already got. It's one of the Abrahamic religions, sort of like the early Christianity sort of symbol. So
not Mars.
No, but it's something that you could take. That holy symbol is something you could still use in this area, dealing with. Yeah, I will.
Well, so what kind of. Well, yeah, do you mind if I take that?
Yeah. Not to be a dick about it, but why he's not giving that up.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
This is
Good
like
luck. Good luck
eventually this shit is going to pass through hands. But step one is this shit gets catalogued.
But at the very
Oh,
least,
through a
you're
process.
showing that to us, and we're like, okay, this is what the prophecy led us here to get.
We should
the
probably
holy
go-
the holy symbol.
And we should probably discuss this with the abbot.
Yeah, we didn't just take out his guardian ghost things.
I'm sure he will understand. We are on a mission of great importance.
We're on a mission from God.
Yeah.
That's all that says. Yeah, we did it, guys. We solved Rad's ghost
Drop an
problem.
item in your D&D Beyond, which is this amulet. Thanks for listening to Sunday Sessions. You can find us on SoundCloud at Isolated City Gaming. You can find us on Instagram under Isolated City Gaming. You can also email us at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com.